Alrighty, football fans, let's go. Let's go. We are here, less than 20 minutes away from the Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars, everybody. This is going to be a good one, folks. This is going to be there's a lot of different players I'm interested to see in this one. I can't remember the last time I watched a full Jaguar game. So really looking forward to that. So get a good chance to see Trevor Lawrence, number one overall pick last year. I know he's getting a lot of criticism. They haven't been playing the best. The Raiders, says Tommy. The Raiders. But yeah, the kickoff for the Raiders and Jaguars is going to be coming up in under 20 minutes. There is a full slate of games this morning. There's a whole bunch of them. Right here in San Francisco, it is 9:42 in the a.m. We're going to have a whole bunch of football today, folks. We got the Raiders and the Jaguars. Then we're going to have the Seahawks and the Cardinals in a big-time NFC West showdown. Football is just about 20 minutes, and all we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games kicking off. We're going to have 8 games kicking off in just about 17 minutes. Raiders, Jaguars. This is going to be a good one. It's both teams. Look, if you're the Raiders, you still kind of technically have a shot at the playoffs, and even the Jaguars. I mean, it's gonna. If you go to 2-7, you're done. But if you can get to 3-6, you maybe probably not. But this should be a fun game either way. There's both teams. Neither of these teams have anything to lose, everything to gain. Especially, if you're the Raiders, if you can get to 3-5, you maybe can. And if you can go on a run, you maybe have a shot at the playoffs. But beyond that, you're playing for pride as well. I'm very interested to see this Jacksonville offense. Not familiar. Trevor Lawrence, he hasn't looked great. Let's be real. But, he has some weapons there. Maybe he'll have a good game. This Raiders team is not a very good one. So we'll see how it goes. But just about 15 minutes or so from kickoff. And we're going to be here all day, folks, all day, because coming right up after this game is going to be the Seattle Seahawks at the Arizona Cardinals. So we're going to be in with it's going to be a really fun game, I think, because I think both of these teams are absolutely just going to lay out. The faders are fading. That's for damn true, Tommy. I still think it's going to be a fun game. I think the Raiders are going to air it out, try and get Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow involved. And then I think you're going to have the Jaguars really got basically nothing to lose here. The Jaguars, realistically, I think they know they're not going, that they're not making the playoffs, and but they got to play for pride too. And I think Trevor Lawrence, he's been okay. Let's actually check out the stats so far on the season for one Trevor Lawrence. So far on the year, 10 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, QBR of a 45.6, not great. Quarterback rating 84.8, 62.5% completion rate. So not great. Brian, how are you on this lovely Sunday morning? It's a pretty nice morning here in San Francisco. Hopefully it's nice. I think you're Central Valley somewhere. Hopefully it's nice there. Do we want the Cardinals or the Seagulls? Yes. Well, that's a good question. I mean, I think it probably makes more sense to root for the Cardinals just because the Seahawks are top of the division. But, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I would say I'm slightly leaning towards the Cardinals, rooting for the Cardinals over the Seahawks just because, yeah, the Seahawks 5-3. And here's the thing. If Seattle loses today, 5-4, and then if we beat the Chargers next week, guess who's on top of the division? That would be the San Francisco 49ers. Because who has a bye next week? It's not Seattle. And then Seattle play at Tampa Bay in Munich. So they got to travel a ways. So they're back-to-back road games for Seattle. That's going to be a tough one. Lawrence has been a disappointment. Yeah, I had high hopes for him. Me too, man. I really did think that Trevor Lawrence would step up and be a little better in his second year than he is. I mean, and look, they went out. They got some players too. They have some okay weapons. Like if we look at, they went out and got Christian Kirk, who's not a number one receiver, but who's a pretty solid guy. They have Marvin Jones Jr. They brought in Evan Ingram at tight end. Let's see who else. I mean, I think the big point here is we've seen players like quarterbacks do more with less. So let's take a look at, for the Jacksonville Jaguars, some of their leading receivers. Zay Jones, he's just like a night, like they have like veteran guys at wide receiver. Christian Kirk is leading the way for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He has about 500 yards on the season, 4 touchdowns. So he's been a pretty solid pickup for him. A tie would be amazing. Yeah, a tie wouldn't be bad too. And I think with the NFC West, I mean, because it's really hard to say. Because I mean, if you think about it, this time last year, like we talked about this before, but the 49ers were 3-5, and I think we had just lost to the Colt McCoy led Cardinals at home. And I think even myself included at that moment, I was kind of like, I don't think that we're not a playoff team, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden we're in the NFC Championship game. So I don't want to write any of the NFC West teams off because I think any of these teams can get hot. But the big thing with the Niners is that we have the tiebreakers as of now. We're 3-0 in the division. So if we keep that going, then man. So if Seattle loses today, they would have lost a game against us, and they would have lost a game against the Cardinals too. So that would be at least 2 division losses. So that would also be helpful too. I mean, at this point, I think you have to say that Seattle is the biggest threat to the 49ers just because the Rams are not looking like nearly like the same team as last year. And then you look at the Cardinals, and they're just so incredibly inconsistent. Their defense, I think, has taken a step back, although they played very well against the Saints. I mean, they had 2 pick sixes or something. But beyond that, their defense hasn't looked the same. Their offense is just getting back into a rhythm with DeAndre Hopkins coming back. So, guys, don't forget to thumbs up the stream. We'll get a whole bunch of people in here. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Dun. I'm looking forward to this one. Just because these are two, I mean, I did stream one Raiders game. It was Raiders in Kansas City. I think that was Monday Night Football. But I've only seen that one game of the Raiders. I haven't watched a Jaguars game since last year when the 49ers. D-Hop eats. I mean, the guy's a good player. Man, did you see that catch against the Vikings last week where Murray just threw it, DeAndre Hopkins just one hand snags it, and it was just, man, that guy's good. I mean, he's a really good player, Over the years, the Cardinals have had some, receivers that I've really liked. I mean, I always was a fan of Larry Fitzgerald and Anquan Bolden, who, of course, ended up playing with the 49ers. And DeAndre Hopkins, really, really good receiver. One of my more favorite receivers in the league. But this Raiders team, 2-5. If they can get a win here, they move to 3-5. Derek Carr, last week they got shut out at the Saints. They are 0-4 on the road this season, are the Las Vegas Raiders. And man, I just don't really know what's going on. Their defense must be really bad? Carr hasn't had like a big season. In 7 games, he's had 9 touchdowns. So that's, Jimmy Garoppolo has 11 touchdown passes, and Jimmy Garoppolo's really only played in 6.5 games ish. So Garoppolo has more, and that's something that you don't really see. Garoppolo's not normally the one to put up a whole bunch of touchdown throws. But man, we are under 10 minutes away from kickoff. It's going to get real nice and rowdy here, folks, once the game kicks off. I'm really looking forward to it. Now, I think some people are going to say, oh, look at this game. It's a 2-5 team and a 2-6 team. But I think you have both of these teams, like they have really nothing to lose. The Jaguars, it looks like the Titans are kind of, running away with that division, although the Titans have a big-time game tonight against the Kansas City Chiefs, and that's going to be a big-time game. But I think that the Jaguars, they want to see something. They want to see a big game out of Trevor Lawrence. And the Raiders, they want to see their offense get back on track. So I think this could be, and I don't think either defense is that great, although the Jaguars do have some good players on their defense. But I think this could be a high-scoring game, back and forth. Damian Lee says, it's funny how Trevor Lawrence looks like sunshine from Remember. He does. That was, that was a good movie. I like Denzel, Denzel Washington, and that was a really good movie. I wonder if the Seagulls sweep the Lambs this season. Maybe. Because have they played already so far this season? Have the Seahawks and the Rams played? They have not played. Oh, so the Seahawks have played the Cardinals already, and they actually beat the Cardinals a few weeks ago. So Seattle's looking for the season sweep over the Cardinals. It's Seattle and Rams. They play 2 more times. I think they'll probably split, being honest. I think they'll probably split. Denzel, he's a fantastic actor. Any movie that he's in, that he's going to put in like a really good performance. I always liked the movie Training Day. I thought that movie was a good one back in the day. Remember the Titans, a classic movie. And then what were some of the other ones that he was in? Man on Fire was another good movie too with Denzel. But we're now about just over 5 minutes away from kickoff here. We got Jaguars and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Can't really say who I'm rooting for in this one. Maybe the Jags, just for to kind of mix it up a little bit. But I really want like a high-scoring game. And now that I've said that, I'm sure the final score is going to be like 6-3 or something like that. But Davante Adams last week at the Saints, only 1 reception for 3 yards. Last week, Derek Carr only had 101 passing yards against a very stingy Saints defense. Now, you got Josh McDaniels there, the first-year head coach for the Las Vegas Raiders, 2-5 on the season. It's the Raiders' worst start since 2018. Have I seen Flight? Yes, I have, actually. Yeah, that was a good one. He's the pilot. That whole scene where they're like upside down or something, and like they have to do that like kind of crash landing was really crazy. Good movie, though, and he's awesome as always. Training Day, amazing. He won best. He should have won. Yeah, Malcolm X. That was another really good movie that he was in. What was it? Is it American Gangster or something like that? That he was in as well. I think I'm trying to think who else was in that one, but I know he was in. He's been in like a lot of. He's just such a good actor. You know that when he is in a movie that, regardless of whoever else are in it, or just you're going to get a good performance right there. Definitely one of the better actors out there. 100% agree. All right. Less than 5 minutes away from kickoff, and I'll be updating everyone on the scores as they're happening in the other games too. You got some intriguing ones. Chargers and the Falcons. Chargers 4-3 on the year. They're just coming off a bye week right now at the 4-4 Falcons, and we know the Falcons. We know the Falcons are a good team. Like the 49er fans, we know the Falcons are a good team. So the Chargers have tough matchup today. I think that the Raiders, if they want to even just have a glimmer of hope this season, then, they need to come away with a win, and they need to start winning a lot of games. Yeah, Raiders. Because if we look at the Raiders' upcoming schedule, it's not that bad. See, if the Raiders are 2-5, so they have the Jaguars today. So if they win today, they go 3-5. Then they have the Colts at home. The Colts, very iffy team. They could win that. Then they go 4-5. Then they're at the Broncos. The Broncos, it's a division game. It's really, Denver, we know that they've had struggles this year, so maybe they can get back to 500. Like, I'm trying to look at and then the really tough game that they have, like the really tough game they have left on the schedule is week 8. Well, they have week 17 and week 18. Week 17, they host the 49ers, and week 18, they host the Kansas City Chiefs. And they played the Chiefs really tough earlier in the year. They only lost by 1 freaking point. And that's been the story of the season, except for last week. But for the Raiders, week 1 at the Chargers, they lose by 5 points. Week 2 against the Cardinals, they lose by 6. Week 3 against the Titans, they lose by 2. Week 5, they lose to the Chiefs by 1. So most of them have been a touchdown or less. So, but if you're in here, guys, you know what to do. Like the stream. And if anyone is new here, do consider Yo CG. How was the game last night? I saw I was checking in on you, but I was like really choppy. Like I couldn't really see you that good, and it was cutting in and out a lot. But it looked like Fresno State just absolutely dominated, so that's cool. All right, we're just a moment away. I'll do a giveaway soon if I reach 500. There we go. That's a good time. I mean, going to football games is always fun, College, NFL, always a fun time. Doug Peterson, yeah, I kind of just forgot that he was the head coach of the Jaguars, So I think this one here is going to be a good game. And we're going to be getting underway momentarily. To leave the benches for... Probably because when there's so many people around like a certain area, it kind of like clogs up the reception, I'm guessing, or something like that. What other intriguing matchups? Ooh, a good one here. Normally, I'd say this is not a good game, but when you have the Bills 6-1 and the Jets 5-3, Jets are at home. Now you have to like the Bills in this one significantly, but maybe the Jets can give them a run for their money. The Jets defense hasn't been bad. Maybe Zach Wilson cannot throw 3 interceptions. So there we go. Oh man, I'm looking forward to this day because we're gonna have. There's no stress, There's no stress today. There's no 49er game, even though I love doing the Niner games, of course. That's my favorite thing. But we can just watch football, have a good Sunday. Yeah, don't be afraid, to like the stream, to share the stream. And then, we'll try and get a whole bunch of people in here. It's gonna be fun. It's 10:01, so a lot of the games now should be getting underway momentarily. Colts Patriots is another interesting one. Whenever I see Colts Patriots, I always think of all those Peyton Manning, Tom Brady matchups. Yeah, I'm leaning that way too, CG. I kind of want the Cardinals to win as well, just because it would, that would give Seattle 2 losses in the division, whereas we are undefeated in the division. And of course, Seattle being on top of the division right now, it would knock them down a step as well. Niner Gang, Wolfcast, always a pleasure, buddy. Good to have you here, man. We're about ready to kick off here. Las Vegas and Jacksonville, 2 juggernauts in opposite world. But I actually think this is going to be a fun game. Really looking forward to seeing Trevor Lawrence, seeing how he looks. He's been criticized. The Raiders, no Darren Waller today. Waller has been out for a bunch of games, and man, after signing that contract, he suddenly gets hurt. The Masked Clam Sniffer says, let's go Vegas. So it looks like the Jaguars are going to be kicking off to the... Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Jaguars will be kicking off to the Raiders. Darren Waller out again. Yeah, man, he gets the big contract, and then he just doesn't play. It's a good deal. No, I'm just fooling around. All right, here is the kick. It is up, and we are underway here at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida, and it goes through the back of the end zone. Raiders will have the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line after a horrendous game last week. Can Derek Carr get back on track with this offense? Raiders defense hasn't played well. The offense is going to have to carry the way. I'm also curious to see, we have the number 1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker of the Jaguars in this game. Snap is away. Carr looking to throw in it deep, and it's almost intercepted. Holy moly, a really dangerous pass. Looking for Foster Moreau. Derek Carr wants a flag downfield, but he is not going to get it. Some good weapons here for the Raiders, and they also have their left guard, Dylan Parham, someone who I was looking at in the draft for the 49ers. He's a left guard for the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm going to say Oakland so many times. 2nd and 10, Carr and shotgun, Jacobs to his right. Snap is away, fakes the handoff, dumps it off to Josh Jacobs, and he's going to get maybe 4 yards on the play. Derek Carr, so that's going to be an early 3rd down and about 6.5 maybe. Jaguars, good. So the Jaguars now have implemented a 3-4 defense. Some really nice running backs here, or some linebackers. You have Josh Allen, Trayvon Walker, Devin Lloyd. So their linebacking core has improved immensely. 3rd and 6, Carr and shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers up top, 2 down low. Number 13 motion, that's Hunter Renfrow motioning down low. Snap is away. Carr looking under pressure. He's going to get taken down. He gets taken down by number 91 of the Jacksonville Jaguars. That is Dwayne Smoot. Dwayne Smoot, one of the forgotten guys here in Jacksonville. Another guy who I thought would be pretty good coming out of school. He's had an okay career, but Dwayne Smoot with the sack and the Raiders offense picking up where they left off last week, and that is doing a whole lot of nothing. So we're going to get an early look here then at Trevor Lawrence. Kick is away, fields it at the 18. Nice return up to the 35 or so. And that is Jamal Agnew. Jamal Agnew. Yeah, CG, that's been happening to a lot of people recently, man. The whole hacking thing. Yeah, I'm kind of rooting for the Jaguars in this one, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, guys, when you're in here, don't forget to like the stream. And then if anyone is new in here, do consider subscribing to the channel. So now we got first down and 10 for the Jaguars. My bad. So we got Trevor Lawrence in shotgun, back to his left. Snap is away. Dumps it off. Oh, and he drops it. He drops it. That is Manhurts drops it. There we go. Both of these offenses are struggling. The offenses are struggling, no doubt about it. But can we see some improvement from Trevor Lawrence? I don't think either of these defenses are anything exceptional, so the offenses will want to get it going. This is their chance to get a rhythm going. 2nd and 10. Trevor Lawrence in shotgun, back to his right. He does hand it off to Etienne. Etienne up the middle, gets about 6-7 yards. Travis Etienne Jr. Travis Etienne gets a good 6 or 7 yards and taken down by Denzel Perryman. The Raiders really like getting people in those 3rd and long situations to allow Max Crosby and Chandler Jones to get after the quarterback. 3rd and 3, so they're calling it a pickup of 7. Etienne is now on the sideline. It looks like there might be a player hurt because we got a stoppage in time here. Number 5 for the Vegas Raiders is going to the sideline, and that is Divine Diablo. One of the better names in the NFL, Divine Diablo. That's an awesome name. Super nice. Alrighty. So he's going to be immediately, he's gone to the sideline, so hopefully he's okay. Divine Diablo. So a 3rd and 3 for the Jaguars. Back to his left. 3 receivers down low, 1 up top. Snap is away. Throws it. And it's completed to number 11, and that's Marvin Jones Jr. First down, Jacksonville Jaguars. He had time back there. Raiders pass rush wasn't enough. It's really, on those 3rd and shorts, man, it's really hard for those to get after the quarterback because you can get the ball out just so quickly. And we have 1st and 10 Jaguars. Etienne to Trevor Lawrence's left, the former teammates at Clemson. Snap is away, fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, looking right down the middle and wide open. And that's going to be Christian Kirk up to the Vegas Raiders 31. I'm never going to stop calling them Oakland at some point. God damn it. The Vegas Raiders. Christian Kirk, it was he has 500 yards on the season, 4 touchdowns, so he's on pace for about 1,000 yards and about 8 touchdowns, so there was a lot of criticism about him in free agency. Snap is away for Lawrence, gives it to Etienne. Etienne goes upfield, gets about 2 or 3 yards, but there was a lot of criticism about that, and the Falcons have taken a 7-0 lead over the Chargers. Cordarrelle Patterson, welcome back. But yeah, there was a lot of criticism in free agency about the Jaguars giving Christian Kirk all that money. I kind of agree with the criticism because I don't think he's that good, but he's having a good season, so let's give credit where it's due. 2nd and 8. Lawrence behind center, hands it off to Etienne again. Etienne trying to break through some tackles, gets maybe 3 or 4 yards. And the Cincinnati Bengals have just scored a touchdown. Joe Mixon on the rush. And now Divine Diablo for the Raiders getting carted to the locker room. And he looks pretty dejected. They'll have the middle of the field all day, says the masked clam sniffer. SF Niner Sports Nation, always good to see you here, buddy. Hope you're doing well today. 3rd and 5, empty backfield, Lawrence in shotgun, man in motion. They pitch it out and he fumbles it. And the Raiders, I think, come up with it. That's a fumble recovered by the Raiders. Did he pitch that forward? He pitched the ball out. I think he fumbled it. Number 5 is Divine Diablo. That's to Jermichael Hasty, the former 49er. Don't be so hasty. And he fumbles it, coughs it up, recovered by Max Crosby. And I guess that's a part of the reason why the Jaguars are 2-6, because they just find new and exciting ways to lose the game. The Raiders get lucky. I mean, Raiders didn't really do anything special there. They just, Jermichael Hasty pitched it out. And then, Trevor Lawrence pitched it out to Jermichael Hasty. Hasty, it was a little bit in front of him, but Hasty's got to get that. Fumbles the ball. Max Crosby's right there. And there we go. And here come the Raiders. Derek Carr is going to get another opportunity, and that's a big time because they were absolutely in scoring position right there, were the Jacksonville Jaguars. Absolutely in scoring position. So, got my energy drink right here, my Ghost energy drink. Shout out to Ghost. I'm open to sponsorships, Ghost, by the way, if you want to send me some free samples. We got 13 people in here, guys. Like the stream. Don't forget to like the stream because that's really going to help out with the engagement, and we'll get a bunch more people in here. We're at 10 likes already. Very nice. Can we get to 15 likes? Let's get to 15 likes. And we got Derek Passante in here. Excuse me if I didn't pronounce your last name correctly. Max is he's the only one who makes plays consistently for the Raiders. I think with the Raiders, look, Chandler Jones, I mean, he hasn't really put up much numbers this season, but he's been applying pressure. I mean, the Raiders have a lot to work on. I mean, their secondary is not good by any means whatsoever. Yeah, it's the Chris Berman voice. The Raiders. But outside of Max Crosby, Chandler, I mean, the Raiders need a lot of work on defense. They need a couple of linebackers. They need a couple of cornerbacks, another safety. Let's get Jawan Jennings likes, 15 likes. Let's do it up. Let's do it. 1st and 10 for the Vegas Raiders. Jermichael Hasty, the former 49er. Don't be so hasty. Now Derek Carr in shotgun. Jacobs to his left. Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow up top. They're at their own 29-yard line. Renfro's going to scoot down. They hand it off to Jacobs, and Jacobs is going to lose about 2, possibly 3 yards. Diablo pops up now and again. Well, not now. He ain't popping up now. He's on a cart to the locker room. The Raiders defense hasn't scared anyone in 25 years, except yeah. Carr and shotgun, 2nd and 13. Snap is away. Carr going to dump it off to Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams is only going to get back to like the original line of scrimmage. So really well-disciplined defense there by the Jaguars. The Raiders threw a little bit of a different formation there, but the Jaguars read the play very well. You can kind of sense that they were just looking to get some yards back to make the 3rd down somewhat manageable. Raiders offense is not looking good by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, back when they had like Charles Woodson way back in the day, back when they were at the Super Bowl, basically, that was the last time their defense kind of did anything. It's 3rd and 9. Carr and shotgun. Snap is away. Under pressure. Gets it over the middle to Devontae. Devontae breaks a tackle. It is going to be a 1st down, Raiders. And on the tackle was the rookie Devin Lloyd. And that's just a really simple play right there. Good play design by Josh McDaniels and his very talented receiver, Devontae Adams. is able to get open. It's going to be 1st and 10 at their own 41. Carr and shotgun. Snap is away. Going to be a quick pass to Hunter Renfrow. Renfrow skipping around, getting pushed by his own guy forward. There is a flag on the play. He did get 4 yards on first down, but we'll have to see what the flag is. My guess is it's going to be offensive pass interference or holding. It is. It's going to be on the Raiders. They did one of those snap, quick throw out, but really, yeah, it was Foster Moreau, the tight end, who was blocking way too early, engaged way too early. Yeah, that's just bad. The play took a little bit long to get out to Renfrow, but Moreau cannot be blocking until Renfrow catches the ball. So now it's 1st and 20. So both teams really just tripping over their own feet right now. Carr in shotgun, back to his left. Adams and Renfrow up top. Snap is away. He's going to fake the handoff. Under pressure. Skips out. Rolls to his right. Wide open Davante Adams. And he's going to pick up right about 20 yards on the play. Good enough for a Raiders first down. And that was Andre Cisco, the safety out of Syracuse, on the coverage there. Wraps him up, but not before. Not before Adams is able to pick up the first down. Carr and the Raiders now moving the ball. They're in Jaguar territory. Snap is away. Hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs cuts out right, cuts back inside. Down to the Jaguars 35-30. Down to the 25-yard line of the Jaguars. But there is a flag on the play. So it's coming back. It's going to be a holding against the Raiders. So wow, after a 23-yard pickup by the Raiders, they go all the way back. They go back 10 yards. Shifty, this game is going to be so I actually think it's going to be really fun because I think neither of these teams are great. So I think you're just going to see crazy back and forth. They have struggled a lot defensive-wise, so I think it could be a good high-scoring game. That's why I'm kind of intrigued by it. Plus, it's the local game that's on here in San Francisco. 1st and 20 after the holding call against Matt Collins. Snap is away. Carr looking to throw it quick. Throwing it deep. Looking for Hollins, but the throw is way too high. No chance for Matt Collins right down there on the sideline trying to hit Matt Collins, but the ball was about maybe 3 yards too high above him, so not really much of a chance there to come up with it. So that's going to be 2nd and 20 now. 2nd and 20 for the Las Vegas Raiders. You have to think I'm looking for a run or a screen pass here to give him some kind of a shot. Derek Carr behind center, single back, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Man coverage. Carr is going to fakes the handoff, throws it, almost intercepted by the rookie Devin Lloyd, looking for Foster Moreau. And now it's going to be 3rd and 20. Right over the middle, looking for Foster Moreau. Devin Lloyd gets a big hand up there, swats it away. Derek Carr also takes a bit of a hit from Trayvon Walker. 3rd and 20. I think now if you're the Raiders, you probably do try and do some, screen pass here, get some yards, flip the field position. Carr and shotgun back to his left. Snap is away under pressure immediately. Dumps it off. Davante Adams trying to make things happen. Davante up to the 50, up to the 45 of Jacksonville, and actually gets pretty darn close. Maybe a pickup of about 15 on the play, I would say. Really nice little play right there. Davante Adams just on a little rub route, and they had blockers in front of him. 4th and 5, I think they're going to call it maybe. And it looks like the Raiders offense is going to stay out there, and I don't blame them. A lot of Raider fans in Jacksonville. The Raider fans actually travel pretty well. So it's going to be 4th and 4 now for the Raiders. They have their offense out there. Will they just try and get him offside, or will they actually go for it? Carr's in shotgun. Back to his right. They are going to go for it. Snap is away. Carr under pressure, throws it. Caught by Davante Adams down to the Jaguars' 31-yard line. So they go for it, and it pays dividends. First down, Raiders. Nice pickup there by the I almost said Oakland again, by the Las Vegas Raiders. Yeah, some of almost intercepted a couple of times. Clam sniffer. I try not to laugh every time I say your name. But, yeah, I mean, some risky throws. But, I mean, when you they gotten a little bit lucky. Also, I mean, typically you just throw to Davante Adams. But they're really missing Darren Waller, too. Like, they really miss Darren Waller. He's that threat at tight end, which draws coverage away from Davante Adams and Hunter Renfrow. But Adams has had a heck of a quarter so far. Davante Adams. And let's do a little look around the league right now very quickly. Any interesting scores? So we have the Falcons 7-0 over the Chargers, and they're driving again. Dolphins 7-3 over the Bears. The Dolphins just scored a touchdown. Raheem Mostert with the touchdown. Bengals 7-0 over the Panthers. Packers Lions 0-0. Packers are driving. Patriots Colts 0-0. Bills Jets 0-0. Vikings Commanders 7-0 Vikings. Yeah, Davante Adams already 63 yards in the game. 63 yards for Davante Adams, and that's the first quarter. They've been missing Waller a lot. Yeah, since he got paid, man, and look, I'm not trying to insinuate anything, but man, he needs to be out there. I don't know what injury he has, but obviously it must be serious if he's missed so much time. Carr behind center, pitches it out to Jacobs to the left. Jacobs cuts up field, actually is able to push forward quite a bit, picks up about 5 yards on first down. They are moving the ball here. They are up to the 25-yard line of the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 for the Raiders. Guys, you know what to do. Don't forget to like the stream. Feel free to share it. And drop a sub if you can. We're at 13 likes. Let's get to 15. Let's actually get to Joe Montana likes. Can we do it? Carr and shotgun. Back. It's Jacobs to his right. You got Davante Adams one-on-one coverage down low. I think you look for him. Snap is away. Carr's looking for it. Throwing it up. Davante catches it. Touchdown! Raiders! The Raiders with a touchdown. You saw the one-on-one coverage. You knew that it was going to be on the cards. And Davante Adams. And already the Raiders have scored more points in this first quarter than they did all of last week. Wow, what a start here by the Raiders offense. What a start for Davante Adams. 6 catches, 88 yards, and a touchdown. If you have Davante Adams in fantasy, he is going to get you points on points on points. Touchdown, Davante. And the extra point's going to be coming right up here. It's Carlson on the extra point. Snap is away. Kick is up, and it's perfect right down Broadway. So we got touchdown, Raiders. There's a flag actually on the extra point, so we'll see what that is. Is this going to be... It's against the Jaguars, so I'm sure the Raiders will elect to keep the extra point. Or will they actually go for 2 now? They're gonna keep the extra point, and then they'll take the 5 yards on the kickoff, make it a little bit easier for Daniel Carlson to just kick it through the back of the end zone. And coverage there by Campbell. Tyson Campbell, the former Georgia Bulldog. But it's a tough call when you have to go one-on-one with Davante Adams. And, you know, if I were them, I would have maybe have Andre Sisco kind of, shade over and help out. But Jaguars decided not to do that, and they paid for it. Can Trevor Lawrence and company now get the Jaguars offense moving? He struggled significantly so far. Raiders 7-0. Let's see what else we got going on around. And Aaron Rodgers was intercepted by Kirby Joseph of the Detroit Lions. So the Lions are going to take over. Wow. Aaron Rodgers really struggling this year. He was looking for Allen Lazard in the end zone, and it's intercepted. Buffalo just scored a touchdown. Josh Allen up the middle for a yard. Falcons driving. They're going to have to settle for a field goal, though. And already Justin Fields with the Bears hits Chase Claypool for 12 yards. Good Sunday, Monday. Mr. Reginald, always a pleasure to have you here, good sir. Don't forget to like the stream. Share it if you guys like on social media. Yeah, Adams already has, I think in standard scoring, Adams would have 14.8. But I'm guessing that you're playing points per reception too, PPR. We're up to 15 likes. Next target, folks, is 20 likes. Garrison Hurst likes. Ambry Thomas likes. Let's make it happen, yo. Let's make it happen. Oh, look, that costume is cool. Someone's got the Hellraiser pinhead. The guy's hugging him and all the little fake pins are like sticking into him. There we go. Yeah, Raiders. Man, that's something that I do always like and respect about the Raiders fans is they go all out with their costumes and everything like that. We got 16 people in here, guys. You know what to do. The Raiders are going to be kicking off to the Jacksonville Jaguars after a 3-and-out on their first drive. The Raiders are able to take it all the way down for a touchdown. Kicks off to Jamal Agnew to the 10. Gets taken down at the 8 or 9 yard line. Does Jamal Agnew. Jamal Agnew takes it out of the end zone, trying to get a play going and make a play happen. And also rest in peace to the former, I believe he was a Raiders punter, Ray Guy, passed away. I think the only punter in the Hall of Fame, Ray Guy. So rest in peace to him. Hopefully him and his family are doing okay. And Judy Coughlin as well. I think is that the wife of Tom Coughlin? Jaguars 1st and 10. Trevor Lawrence gets hit in the end zone, throws it away. There was a man in the area, but that could have easily been intentional grounding. Denzel Perryman on a linebacker blitz just right up the A-gap. No one picked him up, and he got there in a heartbeat. So Jaguars 2nd and 10 now for the Jacksonville Jaguars. 2nd and 10. Trevor Lawrence in shotgun. Etienne to his right. They fake the handoff to Etienne. Trevor Lawrence is running, dives, and gets about 9 yards right there. You don't see them do that with Trevor Lawrence too often, but the defense sold out to stop Etienne. That Max Crosby really just came down and bit hard on that. And Trevor Lawrence getting about 9 yards there on 2nd down, which makes it a very manageable 3rd and 1 for the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence, 99 rushing yards on the season, 3 rushing touchdowns, most on the team. 3rd and 1, Lawrence behind center, probably going to be a quarterback sneak here. The way he's lining up, you have to think quarterback sneak. Hands it, pitches it out to Etienne, and Etienne gets swallowed up, loses about 3 or 4 yards. So that's going to be about 4th and 5, and the Jaguars are going to have to just punt it right on back to the Raiders. I don't like those. I mean, those pitch outs when it's 4th and 1. Ooh, that's I don't really like those play calls that often. They rarely work. They lost about 4 yards on the play. I either like quarterback sneak, fullback dive, maybe a little play action. You have your tight end kind of roll out or something, but punt is away. Hunter Renfrow takes it at the Raider 27, up to the Raider 35, up to the Raider 40, up to the 45. Nice return there by Hunter Renfrow. Also, Clemson Tiger, as well as joining Trevor Lawrence, and Travis Etienne. Around the league, we got Falcons 10, Chargers 0, Dolphins 7, Bears 3. Bears are driving though. Bengals 7-0 over the Panthers. Packers Lions 0-0. Lions 3rd and 17 at their own 13-yard line. So they're not going anywhere. Colts Patriots 0-0. We have Bills Jets 7-0 Bills. Vikings 7-0 over the Commanders. Raiders 7-0 over the Jaguars. Now the Raiders have an opportunity here to take a lead, to take a big lead. Getting the ball back. Excellent field position at their own 45-yard line. Nice return by Hunter Renfrow. Return of 18 yards. Jacksonville are reeling. The Jacksonville offense just looks abysmal. I mean, there's something about it where it's like, look, I don't know if it's all on Trevor Lawrence, but geez, it's not looking good. They clearly don't trust him all that much, is what I'm getting out of it. But there's still plenty of time to go here for both teams, of course. And it's going to be a real good time. Can the Jaguars defense get a stop? The Jaguars defense, they have some okay players on their defense. Fatukasi, they have Devin Lloyd, they have Trayvon Walker. Both those last two guys are rookies, first-round picks. Then you have Josh Allen, the edge rusher, too. So Jaguars have some players, but Derek says, does anyone realize how bad the Raiders would be without Max Crosby? Yeah, I mean, he's a difference maker. He is a big-time difference maker. That is kind of cool that the Jaguars have like a swimming pool at their stadium, and you have people like just in their swimsuits and everything, just hanging out, watching the game. I'm sure it probably costs a pretty penny or so to get those, but that's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, he's their MVP. I mean, an MVP on a 2-5 team is not, the best thing, but he is their guy. He makes the defense go. But 1st and 10 Raiders now. Carr and shotgun back to his right. They're probably going to hand it off here, see if they can get some yards. They don't. Carr looking to throw. Throwing it deep and caught! Hunter Renfrow, did he catch that? Right on the sideline. Wow. That is a nice throw, a nice catch by Renfrow over two Jacksonville defenders. Comes down with it. Let's see if he got both feet in bounds. Nice throw by Derek Carr. Right foot, left foot. Yeah, that's a good catch. Maintains possession. I think that's a catch. Now, I don't know if Jacksonville, they really shouldn't challenge that because I doubt they'd win it. But Carr having a good game so far. 8 for 11, 106 yards. More passing yards so far. And then they hand it to Josh Jacobs. Loses 2 yards on first down. But Derek Carr already more passing yards in this game than he had all of last week. Divine Diablo, the linebacker, I thought he was a safety. The linebacker for the Raiders is out for the game with a forearm injury. No more Divine Diablo in this game for the Raiders defense. It's 2nd and 12 for the Raiders at the Jaguar 43-yard line. Carr behind center, off-eye formation. 3 receivers. Foster Moreau coming down, looking to throw. In the pocket, dumps it off. It's going to be a nice catch for Renfrow. Only a pickup of about maybe 4 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and definitely more manageable. Maybe 3rd and 8, I would say. He was tackled immediately by Olukan, number 23, who is the leading tackler for the Jacksonville Jaguars. But Renfrow with a nice catch right there. And Renfrow's had some struggles this year. Drops, fumbles, things like that. So if you're a Raiders fan, it's definitely encouraging to see Renfrow having a nice game so far. 3rd and 8, big 3rd down here for the Jaguar defense. They want to hold him. Carr and shotgun, snap is away. Under pressure, throws it across the middle. Caught! Mac Hollins with a nice catch up to the Jaguar 26, and that's going to be a first down. Raiders. Solid protection. They brought a bunch of guys. Arden Key, a former 49er there. Andre Sisco on the coverage. Safety out of Syracuse for the Jaguars. Carr now. 1st and 10. At the Jaguar 26. Snap is away. Hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Nice run defense there. Nice run defense by the Jaguars. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter, folks. Unless the Raiders want to hurry up and run another play, but I don't see why they would want to do that. They overpaid him, and it's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, Arden Key, Edgar, thank you very much for stopping by the stream. Do consider a like and subscription to the channel. We're up to 15 likes. Can we get to 20 likes? Edgar Delval thinks it's going to be 17-13 to the Jaguars. We'll see. We'll see. Damian Lee Arden Key thrived under D'Amico. He certainly did. And it also helps, too, when you have because if you think back to last season, you have Nick Bosa and Eric Armstead and DJ Jones and Menahu and, all these players who actually, so Arden Key was never the focus for the opposing offenses. So he was always getting just one-on-one matchup, beat his guy, good coaching with Kasaric too. Zach Wilson is out. He got lit up. Oh, wow. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. Falcons still 10-0 over the Chargers. Bears 10-7 over the Dolphins. Justin Fields with a touchdown pass to Cole Kmet. Bengals 7-0 over the Panthers, and they're knocking at the door. It's 2nd and goal at the Carolina 1. Green Bay 0-0 with the Detroit Lions. They have 3rd and 10 at the Detroit 48. Patriots, Colts. Patriots are driving. Bills, Jets, and the Jets just scored a field goal, so it's 7-3. Man, Zach Wilson's had it pretty tough so far in his NFL career. And we have the Vikings 7-0 over the Commanders. Commanders have the ball at their own 21. So we're going to be in the second quarter here with the Jaguars and the Raiders. Jaguars are going to have 2nd and 11 at the Jacksonville 27. And if you're Jacksonville, and I'm stating the obvious here, but I'm still going to say it, got to hold them to 3. You can't let the game get away from you too early. Now, the Jaguars do get the ball to start the second half, so they'll have that extra possession. But if you're Jacksonville, man, you hold them to 3, and then just keep it close. Just keep it close. Jacksonville, Florida. The Jaguars. Zach Wilson, yeah, hopefully he's okay, man. I think he's a talented guy. He's way too much of a gunslinger. So it's going to be 2nd and 11 at the Jacksonville 27. Carr and shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers up top. Snap is away. Carr rolls out to his right. Good play by the Jacksonville defense looking for Foster Moreau, and the defender got right in the way. That's Herndon, the Jacksonville defensive back who came in. Really nice play. Got in there, put his hand, swatted it away. That's going to make it 3rd and 11 now. I think the Raiders here are going to try and get Devontae in that one-on-one matchup. Maybe they'll isolate him just to give him room to work, but they throw it up, and you got to like that matchup. So far, the Raiders 3 for 3 on passing, 2 for 4 on third downs. Carr in shotgun. Snap is away under pressure immediately. Dumps it off to the running back. The running back gets good yards on 3rd down, but he's going to be about 3 to 4 yards short of the 1st down. So you have to think here, and the Raiders are going to elect to kick the field goal. So Carlson's going to come out. Amir Abdullah gets about maybe 7 to 8 yards on the play. Tackled by Jenkins about 3 or 4 yards short. Daniel Carlson, 39 straight field goals made, the longest streak in the NFL. Mike White coming in for Zach Wilson. Raiders, snap is away, hold is good, kick is up, and it's perfect. That is absolutely right down Broadway. So the Raiders take an early double-digit lead. It's 10-0 Raiders over the Jaguars, and they're going to be kicking it off back to Jacksonville. Wow, and Rodgers, now the Packers are 3rd and goal at the Detroit 1. So they must have had a big play. It was 3rd and 10 at the Detroit 48, I think, just a moment ago. Come on, Detroit. I'm rooting for the Lions. Come on, Lions. You can do it. Mike White. Mike White had one good game last year against the Bengals. Other than that, I think he's pretty inconsistent. The Bengals are all over. They have 2nd and goal at the 1. It looks like they're reviewing whether it's a touchdown or not. Dolphins moving the ball again. Dolphins 2nd and 6 at the Chicago 10-yard line. So that Mike McDaniel offense is absolutely flying with Tua. Tua's played very well this season. Let's be very real. He's been criticized, but I think he's played very well. All things considered. Jeff Wilson just had to pick up 4 yards for the Miami Dolphins. So it's 4th and goal for Detroit now. 4th and goal for the Packers now at the Detroit 1. Do the Packers just try and get points on the board? Do they go for it and risk a potential momentum swing? That's an interesting one to keep an eye on, folks. Let's go Kitty Cats beat the Slackers. Yeah, I'd love to see the Lions win against the Packers just for the absolute craziness of it all. Division matchups are always wild, though. I'm wondering what Green Bay is going to do there. I think they'll probably go for it if I'm Green Bay, because then even if you don't get it, you have Detroit basically backed up at their own 1 yard line. So, all right, we're back here at action here at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida. Raiders just tacked on 3 more points. They're going to be kicking off to the Jacksonville Jaguars. There's 14 minutes left in the second quarter. Carlson kicks it away. Short kick, so Agnew he's going to let it go. So it's going to be a touchback. And Jacksonville will have 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they're showing the Jacksonville Jaguar players meeting up with some Navy personnel. Bengals did get the touchdown, so it's 14-0 Bengals over the Panthers, and I'm guessing it was... How did they score? Oh, it was Joe Burrow. Ran it in. Probably a quarterback sneak. Lawrence, play action, catch. Marvin Jones Jr. gets about 6 yards on the play. Gets absolutely thrown down. He gets wrestled down. Ishi, how are we doing? Good morning. Wow, yeah, that's a pretty rough tackle right there by Rock Sin. One of the better names also. I mean, the Raiders, their defense, man, Rock Sin, Divine Diablo, best named, defense in the NFL probably. But good morning, Ishi. Glad that you're here. Of course, there's no 49er game this week. We're on a bye week, so just going to stream a couple other games. Trevor Lawrence behind center. He's going to hand it off to ETN. ETN gets taken down right at the line of scrimmage, so that's going to be 3rd and 4 right now for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm good. I'm definitely missing the 49ers. But I think a bye week is good for the Niners. We get our team healthy. We'll have some extra time now to prepare for the Chargers next week. Second half of the season is going to be a fun one. But overall, I'm good. Can't complain. Lawrence and shotgun. ETN to his left. 2 receivers up top. 2 down low. Snap is away. Looking to throw. Throws it quick. And it's going to be incomplete. So that's going to be 4th and 4. And this Jaguars offense can't get out of its own way. They just can't do a damn thing. Trevor Lawrence, it was a quick slant pass. Threw it behind the receiver. And just Rocky Sin on the coverage, who was acquired from the Colts for Yannick Ngakoue and for a draft pick too, I think. Oh, I'm going to see Blink-182 probably twice next year. But I actually just got this T-shirt in the mail yesterday. The Jaguars punted it away. There is a flag on the play, though. Wow. The Packers went for it and didn't get it. Unreal. Did he throw? Aiden Hutchinson intercepted Aaron Rodgers. Didn't think I'd be saying that sentence today. The Sacramento one, yeah, that's going to be a good one. Yeah, I'm going to the San Jose one. Maybe the Sacramento one too. But also they're doing the When We Were Young festival. They're doing that next year. They're headlining it with Green Day. So going to be going to that as well. I love Blink. I got like a Blink-182 tattoo as well. I mean, they're my favorite band, but man, it's just crazy how expensive the tickets were. Man, Jose. Yeah, it's just crazy how expensive the tickets were to go see him. I mean, I've seen Blink-182 like a number of times, but yeah, I just can't get over how expensive the tickets were. I mean, just how it is these days. People just go and they can buy up all their tickets and then they resell them for, whatever people are willing to pay. It's funny because I remember like even the last time I saw Blink like a number of years ago, like the tickets weren't that expensive. And for whatever reason now everyone's just like maybe everyone's just had like a whole, we want to go with nostalgia and that kind of thing. A lot of Oakland Raider fans are there because in the early 2000s we relocated there because of Bay Area gentrification. Oh yeah, that actually is a good point. I'm sure that a lot of people moved to Florida, and that's just been a thing. I mean, even though California has so many people living here, but a lot of people have left California too. But I'm gonna throw a guess out there. Let's do the honor system. I'm gonna throw a question to you guys. We'll do the honor system. I want you guys to take a guess. Who here take a guess about how many people live in California? That's my question to you guys. Don't look it up. Just try and do an honest guess about approximately how many people live in California. Dolphins 14-0 over the Bears. So Tua throws a touchdown, and it was caught by Tyreek Hill. Man, what a great pickup for the Dolphins. The Chargers are driving now against the Falcons. It's 10-0 Falcons. Chargers 3rd and 2 at the Atlanta 15. Detroit now moving the ball. So the Raiders have the ball after the Jaguars punted it away. I have to move this here. Jaguars offense has done nothing. Raiders at their own 31-yard line. Derek Carr behind center. I formation. Adams, Matt Collins on the field. Snap is away. They're going to hand it off to Jacobs up the middle and really goes nowhere. Gets maybe a yard and a half on first down. So the Jaguars, bless me, the Jaguars' run defense on first down has been really good. But after that, they just can't do anything. The Jaguars, in the worst way, they need like sack, they need a fumble or something. But anyone out there, without looking it up, see if you can give a guess. How many people live in California? Car and shotgun in the pocket. Is going to roll out to his right, throws it out wide open. Foster Moreau makes a guy miss into Jacksonville territory, down to the Jacksonville 39-yard line. First down for the Raiders. Big time pickup for the Vegas Raiders. Carr rolled out to his right. Jacksonville almost had him down in the backfield a couple of times. Then Foster Moreau makes a man miss, runs. Doesn't have quite the speed of a guy like George Kittle, but he can make plays happen. And it's 1st and 10 Raiders. They're on the move. Derek Carr approaching, actually just eclipsed Phil Simms there for the most passing yards in NFL history. For the 39th most passing yards in NFL history. Derek Carr fakes the handoff. Derek Carr looking for it all. Wide open. Touchdown. Raiders. Davante Adams yet again. Absolutely wide open. 38-yard reception. Davante Adams, 126 yards on the day. 2 touchdowns. Who has Davante Adams in fantasy football? You're probably winning this week. Big time reception for Davante. And the play just really fooled him. Cisco just got beat so bad. Stumbles, trips. The safety, Andre Cisco, just got made a fool of. And now the Raiders, they tack on at least 6 more. We'll see if they can add the extra point. Carlson is lined up for it. Snap is away. Hold is good. Kick is up. And it's going to be 17-0 to the Raiders. And Jacksonville are just absolutely stunned. Jacksonville can't do a damn thing offensively. Just a nice play call, and Davante Adams just made Andre Cisco look like a fool on that play. Wow. Wow. And the Dolphins just tack on another touchdown. What happened here? Dolphins 21-10 over the Bears. Not really sure how they scored that, though. A blocked punt touchdown for Miami. That's been there's been a lot of those like this year, hasn't there? Maybe it's just me, but I feel like there's been a lot of special teams touchdowns this season. I don't know if that's just me kind of noticing it more, but I just noticed that a lot. Dolphins 21-10 over the Bears. Bengals 14-0 over the Panthers, and they're on the move again. Patriots 6-0 over the Colts. Buffalo 7, New York Jets 3. Vikings 7, Commanders 0. What else do we have? We have the Packers 0, Lions 0. Green Bay, the Lions just punted the ball away, and the Green Bay is going to start this drive on their own 1-yard line. Holy moly. Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers, 2 interceptions so far. Yikes. Yikes. And of course, in this game, Dobbs got carted off the field. Unbelievable. So I'm in a dynasty league, and suffice to say, my team's been just destroyed by injuries. I have, a number of guys that I have on my team are all out for the season. And now it looks like Dobbs will be another one. So that's not good. That is not good. I mean, guys I have on my fantasy team, I have Elijah Mitchell, who's been out he had the first game against Chicago. He lasted a quarter. He's been out. He'll be back, though. J.K. Dobbins, Javonte Williams. Who else? Who are some of my wide receivers that I've had go down? Yeah, so it's been pretty brutal fantasy-wise. I have zero confidence in it. But Romeo Doubs got carted off, huh? That's a bummer. But I wish I had Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams in standard scoring right now would have like 26 points. And we're in the second quarter, and there's still a lot of time. And this Raiders offense, I mean, you're thinking, where was this last week against the Saints? And they just couldn't do a damn thing against the New Orleans Saints. And, you know, of course, the Saints defense and the Jaguars defense are not really in the same realm at all. But damn, you know, you go from 0 points to they put up 17 points in about 20 minutes of football. The Packers are struggling. 2nd and 10 at their own 1-yard line. Do the Packers at least have Christian Watson? I don't know if he's out there today. I don't know. 14 people in here, guys. You know what to do. Like and subscribe to the channel. 1st and 10 Jaguars at their own 25. Snap is away. They're going to hand it to ETN. Cuts outside. Nice blocking. Gets about 9 yards on 1st down. Travis Etienne picks up 9. The Jaguars got to get something going here. They have to do something, you know, because it's been freaking brutal so far in this game. And a lot of it's just because the offense can't do a damn thing. They can't stay on the field. I think they maybe have 1 or 2 first downs. So if they can get a long drive going here, maybe put up some points, then things start to look a bit more manageable. They're at their own 34. Lawrence behind center. Snap is away. They're going to hand it to ETN at the middle. Gets the first down on the play. Picks up about 3 yards. Christian Watson is out there. And the Bengals are driving yet again. So the Bengals are 1st and goal at the Carolina 3. They're already up 14-0. So that game is almost over. I don't have much faith in Carolina putting up 21 unanswered points to tie the game. 1st and 10 Jaguars at their 37. Snap is away. Lawrence fakes the handoff. Nice throw up the sideline right there. And that's going to be to Zay Jones. Good pickup right there. Threw it over a couple of Raider defenders. Nice pickup. Zay Jones, the longtime veteran. I believe the former 2nd-round pick out of TCU, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that. I believe he was drafted by the Buffalo Bills. But the Jaguars have some players, not like stars, but they have players. Lawrence hands it off to ETN. ETN's going to lose a ton of yards. Unbelievable. He's trying to fight. He probably lost about 6 or 7 yards on the play right there on a 1st down run. Holy smokes. He handed off in shotgun formation. He lost about 6 or 7 yards. I'm not even sure if ETN has positive rushing yards. He has 8 rushes for 13 yards. Christ almighty. Not good. 2nd and 16. They just lost 6 freaking yards. Lawrence in shotgun. Back to his left. 2 receivers up top. 2 down low. Snap is away. Dumps it off to ETN. Breaks a tackle. Now gets some of it back. Probably going to be about 3rd and 9, I would say. Picks up about 7 yards. They're in Raider territory. That's the Raider 40-yard line. So they ideally would want to pick up, if you can get 5-10 yards here. Yo, Lawrence, how we doing, buddy? Yeah, I just got this in the mail yesterday. And here's the cool thing. You want to hear something cool? So the t-shirt is supposed to have a graphic on the back, but the one they sent didn't have it. So they emailed me. They said, I can keep this one, and they're also going to send me out the other one. So that's pretty cool. So I'll get a free t-shirt. Snap is away. 3rd and 8. And he's under pressure. Lawrence rolls out to his left, looking for blocks from Hasty. Gets the first down to the Raiders' 25-yard line. First down, Jaguars. They're on the move. Come on, Jacksonville. Let's make a game of it. Let's go, Jaguars. I want them to make a good game of it. All right, here we go. Lawrence under pressure. They brought a blitz from safety blitz, and Lawrence reads it, rolls out to his left, gets a block from Jermichael Hasty. First down, they're at the Raider 23, 1st and 10. Snap is away. They hand it to Hasty. Hasty's not going to get anywhere. Probably just right back to the line of scrimmage. Smoke 82. Always a pleasure, buddy. How you doing today? Can Jacksonville do anything, says Zans Beats. We'll see. We'll see what they can do. Hopefully, I want this to be a good game. So this is the only game that's on right now locally for me, so I want it to just be a good game. 15 people in here, guys. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It helps out. 2nd and 10 for the Jaguars. Lawrence and shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers down low. Snap is away, looking to throw. Dumps it off to ETN. ETN's going to get a nice pickup. Actually gets about 8 or 9 yards on that. Just a quick pass. ETN's got some good speed. They're going to give him about 9 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 1. They're on the move. They're in the red zone now. So can Jacksonville make some plays happen? $17 people in here. Let's go, Jaguars. I want this just to be like a good competitive game. That's what I'm looking for here. Lawrence, we got your quarterback here, Trevor Lawrence. 3rd and 1 Jaguars, and they are knocking on the door here. They're at the Raiders' 13, 14-yard line. Lawrence and shotgun back to his left. They are going to hand it. And ETN run up the middle. ETN running for the end zone gets to the 1. ETN, nice pickup on 3rd and 1. And a big-time pickup. Travis Etienne down to the 1-yard line of the Raiders. Trevor Lawrence just hands it up, and he runs behind the big offensive line. Nice lane. And Etienne runs it with authority down to the 1-yard line. Jacksonville looking like they're going to get on the board here. They need to pick up 7, though. Try and put a little bit of pressure here on the Raiders. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Snap is away. High snap. They do give it to ETN. ETN, that's going to be... Oh, did he fumble it? Are they saying touchdown or a fumble? They're saying touchdown, but the Raiders players are insisting that he fumbled the ball, but maybe he crossed the goal line before fumbling it. I think they're going to take a look at this. They have to. I mean, all touchdown plays are automatically reviewed. I think he crossed the plane before the ball came out, so that should be a touchdown. Yeah, he already crossed, so that's a touchdown, Jaguars. And we'll see, can Jacksonville tack on the extra point here to get within 10? I mean, even if they do say he was short of the line, Jaguars clearly recovered the fumble, Evan Ingram, and to be at like the half-yard line. But I think this is actually a pretty easy call. He clearly crossed the plane, crossed the goal line before he fumbled the ball, so this should be a touchdown. They're looking at it. All right. And what was I doing? Let's see. They have to call this a touchdown, don't they? We're up to 827 subscribers, by the way. So thank you to the new subscribers. Really appreciate that. That really helps out the channel. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Right after this game, we're going to be doing the Seahawks at the Cardinals. Big NFC West showdown. We're at 17 likes. Looking to hit 20 likes. And that was a good touchdown. And let's see, can Jacksonville tack on the extra point here? So it's at least 17-6 for now, lining up for the extra point. Snap is away, kick is up, looks good. It's going to be 17-7. And the Jaguars will be kicking it back to the Raiders. And Rodgers driving. Rodgers for the Packers, 1st and 10 at the Detroit 12-yard line. Rodgers has 182 yards. 182 yards. That's funny. On the game so far, but 2 interceptions for Aaron Rodgers. And the Bengals are just absolutely mauling the Panthers. Now, that would be an interesting fight to see in person, a Bengal and a Panther. But I think the Bengals here in the game, it's 21-0, and they're at the Carolina 5-yard line. So just not even close. Chicago are moving the ball fairly well here against Miami. They have a 3rd and 8 at the Miami 16, 21-10, so still within reach. Solid drive for the Gags. Yeah, that was a good one. I mean, and they needed that really badly. Because I think, and the Jaguars defense, if they can get a stop here, because if you look, there's 4:50 left in the half. If the Jaguars can get a stop here, maybe even put up a field goal before halftime, then they get the ball to start the second half. So, this game is not even close to being over. But the defense for the Jaguars has to step up, and really someone needs to make a big play. They've been able to stop the run effectively on 1st down. They've been able to do that. But 2nd and 3rd down, jeepers, they can't do a damn thing. And their guys can't just get after the quarterback. And you think you have Josh Allen at edge. You have Trayvon Walker, number 1 overall pick. Arden Key. But they just can't get anything. The Jets are done. They're frauds. Maybe. I mean, probably. I mean, we'll say they were definitely overachieving. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right, 17 people in here, guys. You know what to do. Like and subscribe to the channel. All right, Jets playing Bills. Bills aren't exactly a weak team. Sauce got burnt like toast. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the Bills are right there. I mean, they're arguably the best team in the NFL, In my latest power rankings, I did have the Eagles number 1. But, the Bills are they're a very good team. Very, very good team. Just top to bottom. And Josh Allen, man, he's had 2 touchdown runs today, I think, and he's just crazy good. Green Bay Packers 1st and 10 at the Detroit 12. I'm really interested in this game. Okie dokie. All right. So 1st and 10 Raiders. Raiders have almost 200 passing yards in the first half. Carr behind center. Off-eye formation. Jacobs in the backfield. They're going to fake the pitch to Jacobs. Catch, throws, quick pass to Davante Adams. Comes up with the reception, but Adams is on the ground hurt. And I don't know exactly what it is, but he's on the ground. He's getting up slowly. I think it's his right hand, perhaps. But he's gone straight to the sideline. We'll see if Davante Adams, hopefully he's okay. We'll see if he landed awkwardly. Maybe his shoulder? Hard to tell. Maybe his head, like how he got taken down. His head kind of hit the ground. And Davante Adams just today, 135 yards, 2 touchdowns. Looks like he's holding his right shoulder, so hopefully he's okay. Derek Carr behind center, I formation. Two tight ends. Snap is away. They're going to hand it off up the middle to Jacobs. Gets just enough for the first down. There's 4 minutes left in the half, folks. 4 minutes left. Stephon Diggs does that to a lot of guys. And let's remember here, wow, Joe Mixon has 3 touchdowns today. Let's remember here that, Sauce Gardner has played incredibly well. Maybe he's been crowned a little bit early, but he's a rookie too. He's a rookie, man. And he's going up against one of the best quarterbacks and receivers. That is going to happen. Every cornerback gets beat once in a while. Oh my God. What happened in Green Bay? How did the Lions get the ball back? Was it a fumble or something? Carr and shotgun is going to hand it off to Jacobs. Jacobs breaking tackles up to the Raiders' 48-yard line. Big run. Pickup of 13 yards for Josh Jacobs. That's a first down, Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. Viva, viva Las Vegas. Can Jackson get a stop? Jacksonville, yeah, they need it. They need it in the worst way, I'm telling you. They've been stopping the run really well. Devontae Adams is back on the field, FYI. Carr behind center, off-eye formation, weak side formation. Going to hand it to Jacobs. And Jacobs is going to ends up getting about 3 yards on the play. He's up to midfield. I thought he would have been stopped in the backfield for maybe a loss, but is able to make a cut, get upfield, pick up 3 yards. What in the hell happened here? Oh, they turned it over on downs. Wow. Green Bay is fucking themselves. Excuse my French. Craziness 20. Yeah, the Bengals are just destroying the Panthers. Joe Mixon, 3 touchdowns. Joe Burrow has a rushing touchdown. Carr behind center. Strong formation. You got Jake, and it's gonna be the 2-minute warning. So we're at the 2-minute warning, folks. So Jacksonville. So it's 2nd and 7. If you're Jacksonville, if you can hold them to basically no gain here, little to no gain, I think you call timeout, preserve time. You have all 3 timeouts. Try and get the ball back and try and get points before halftime. And then you also have the ball to start the second half. Chargers 14-10 over the Falcons. Dolphins 21-17 over the Bears. Dolphins moving the ball, 2nd and 6 at their own 45. There's just over a minute left, so they'll be in hurry up. You have the Bengals 28-0 over the Panthers. Yikes. Joe Mixon, 13 carries, 88 yards, 3 touchdowns. Mixon's a guy who just always ends up with at least 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns every single freaking year. And the Lions are moving the football now. 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 19. The Detroit Lions. Vikings 7, Commanders 0. Commanders 3rd and 10 now at the Minnesota 26, so they can put up some points before halftime. We'll see. They're playing pretty well, are the Commanders. They've actually won a few games. They won 3 games in a row, so. All right. Craziness already, by the Bengals, man. They're just... And they're in my top 10 rankings, and they're going to... Actually, are they? No, they maybe weren't because they lost bad to the Cleveland Browns. But the Bengals, 28-0 over the Panthers. They're going to be moving up in their power rankings for sure. Keep an eye on the power rankings. They'll be out usually either tomorrow... Who's playing tomorrow? It's the Ravens and the Saints. So it's probably my power rankings. When I do power rankings, my video, I do top 10 and bottom 3. If Lions win, the Packers are dead. Yeah, jeez. 3rd and 4 for Detroit at the Green Bay 13. There's 50 seconds left in the half. Green Bay just used their last timeout. So if you're Detroit, I think you do probably a screen pass here. Try and pick up the first down, and then you can keep the clock moving either way, even if you don't. But back at this game here, we're just finished. We were just at the 2-minute warning. Raiders have the ball, 2nd and 7 at midfield. If Jacksonville can get a stop here, on this down. If they can hold them to little to no gain, then if you're Jacksonville, you call timeout, you preserve time, you try, and you force a long third down, but I think you preserve time. Both Jacksonville 3 timeouts, Raiders 2. Carr behind center. Adams in motion. They're going to fake the handoff to Adams, fake it to Jacobs. He's going to throw it out to Adams. Adams wide open. Adams going to get up to the Jacksonville maybe 39-yard line. So big first down right there for the Las Vegas Raiders. And man, if you're Jacksonville, you have to know where Davante Adams is at all freaking times. Adams was wide open, easy first down, gets tackled a little bit awkwardly, but he's okay. He's still on the field, and he gets out of bounds, so there's a minute 51 left. First down and 10, Raiders at the Jacksonville 39. Carr and shotgun is going to hand it off to Josh Jacobs up the middle. Cuts out to the left. Cuts upfield, breaking tackles, and ends up picking up about 11, maybe 12 yards on the play. Jacksonville really trying to swipe and get that fumble, but the Raiders now have a great chance here to tack on some more points. Chad Muma, the rookie linebacker out of Wyoming, couldn't wrap up, couldn't make the tackle. Lions first and goal at the Green Bay 1. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We're at 18 likes. Let's get to 20 likes, folks. 20 likes. Carr behind center. Snap is away. Looking to throw a wide open. Mac Hollins going to get about 4 to 5 yards on first down. Also gets out of bounds. There's a minute and 1 left. Damian Lee says he misses the Al Davis Raiders. He's old enough to remember the quote he stated. Much respect. What was that? Just win, baby? They haven't been doing much of that lately. Even in his last, 2002 was the last time the Raiders were really competitive. So Derek Carr behind center, 2nd and 6. That was maybe a false start, I think. But they're not going to call it, so pickup of about 3 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 3. There's 55 seconds left in the half. And I'm guessing maybe Jacksonville. Yes, Jacksonville took the timeout here. So that with 55 seconds left, it's 3rd down. If they stop him here, there'll be about 50 seconds left. Raiders kick a field goal. After the field goal, you'll have about 45 seconds and a timeout to try and respond yourself with a drive. So we'll see. We'll see if it pays off here. Either way, I think it's a good call because the Raiders still have 2 timeouts themselves. And the Detroit Lions are beating the Green Bay Packers, folks. Unbelievable. They just scored a touchdown. Who would have thought that? Patriots 13-0 over the Colts, by the way. So 3rd and 3. This is it's 3rd and really long 2, if anything. But big play here for the Raiders and bigger play here for the Jaguars. 55 seconds left. Carr and shotgun back to his left. Looking to throw it. Jacobs gets open. That could be a touchdown. And that's going to be really good coverage right there. Chad Muma. The year the Tuck rule screwed the Raiders. That was 2001? Was it the year after they went to the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay or the year before that? Maybe the year before that. Good coverage there by Chad Muma. Does not interfere with the running back. He doesn't get his head turned around, but he does not interfere with the running back. He's got 6 inches. He's 6 inches taller than the running back. So good play there from Muma. They also preserve a timeout too. But Carlson here is going to look to tack on 3 more points. This is a gimme for a guy like Carlson. Kick is up, and it's perfect. Perfect. So the Raiders now take a commanding 20-7 lead. There is 45 seconds left, so pretty essentially what I had said. But the Jaguars now have 2 timeouts, 45 seconds. If you're Jacksonville, get down the field, kick a field goal, make it 20-10. You go into halftime, you're still within reach, and you get the ball to start the second half. 21 people in here, guys. Like and subscribe to the channel. It really, really, really helps out. Let's see around the league very quickly. We have Chargers at halftime, 14 against the Falcons, or Falcons 10, 14-10 Chargers. Dolphins 21-17 over the Bears. 4th and 3 at the Chicago 11. You think they'll probably just kick the field goal, go into halftime up 7. Bengals 28, Panthers 0. So that game is over. Lions 6, Packers 0. Very surprising result right there. Goff scored a touchdown. Maybe they're reviewing it or something, but maybe someone got hurt, but it's taken a while for the extra point. Patriots 13, Colts 0. Colts on the move. There's a minute left in the half. And then Bills 14, Jets 3. Jets 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 16. And there's 40 seconds left, and Jets still have 1 timeout. It is Zach Wilson still out there. So I think someone mentioned earlier that Zach Wilson got hurt. Tommy mentioned earlier that Zach Wilson got hurt. If he did get hurt, it looks like he's okay because he's out there playing. Matt Ryan living up to that $44 million he's making? Hell no. And I freaking told the Colts. Well, I didn't tell them, but if I was the Colts, why would they not have traded for Jimmy Garoppolo instead? They should have traded for Jimmy Garoppolo, I thought, in the offseason. It just didn't make sense to me that teams are trading for Carson Wentz, who's hurt, probably going to be benched for the rest of the season for Heineke. Matt Ryan benched for Ellinger. And look at Garoppolo. I mean, he's far from perfect. No one's saying he is, but that's why he'd be available in a trade. But damn it, what just awful decisions by front offices to not trade for Jimmy. I just think that was really poor decision making on some of these franchises' parts. But there we go. What's taking so freaking long here with the Packers Lions? So Raiders going to kick it off. I think you just let this go in the end zone. Yep. It's going to be touchback. So Jaguars have the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 25. Realistically, they need to go 40 yards. They have 45 seconds. And yeah, that's a good run there by Trevor Lawrence earlier in the game. They have 45 seconds to go 40 yards. They have 2 timeouts. So it's more than possible. They can make it happen. But their offense they've had 1 really decent drive, and beyond that, they've done nothing. So we'll see. Trevor Lawrence, only 77 passing yards in the half. In shotgun, ETN to his left. Snap is away, looking to throw. Nice throw down there to Marvin Jones Jr. Does not get out of bounds, though. Are they saying he got out of bounds? It looks like they are saying he got out of bounds. Picks up about 8 yards on the play. So Jacksonville trying to move the ball here before halftime. They are lucky that they called that out of bounds. That saves a timeout right there. There's 40 seconds left. And the Jets score a touchdown. Michael Carter, the running back, picks up a touchdown. So the Jets, let's go Jets. They're making a game of it. 2nd and 3. Snap is away. Lawrence looking to throw. Throwing it deep. That's a great play right there from number 29 of the Raiders. Who is that? He made a great... Anthony Averett. I believe he is a former Baltimore Raven, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Detroit went for 2 and they got it. I wonder what happened because it was stuck there for such a long time. But Detroit went for 2, so Detroit's up 8-0 over Green Bay. Weird. Lawrence and shotgun. It's 3rd and 3 now. They got to pick up this first down. That's their first concern. In shotgun. Snap is away. Under pressure. He's going to run for it. Gets the first down. And he's running big time. Lawrence, they thought he was maybe going to slide up to the Oakland 44. You call it timeout. So Lawrence up the middle gets a whole bunch of yards there in 3rd and 3. I think the Raiders thought that he was maybe going to slide. Tackled by Duron Harmon. I think they believed he was going to slide down, but he just kept running and running. So they are only about 10 yards away from field goal position. 26 seconds left, and maybe they start thinking about going for 6. Wow, Detroit up 8-0. Maybe someone needs to check in on Tom Grossi because I'm sure he's having a bit of a meltdown. It's Detroit. I mean, it's only the first half, but we'll see. So 1st and 10 now, Jacksonville after the long run for Trevor Lawrence. And this is where it's really tricky because it looked like for a moment that Trevor Lawrence was going to slide. And then he just kind of basically, it looked like he was maybe going to motion to slide. Then he just kept running. So maybe... Yikes, maybe those rules are really ticky-tacky because you can't hit the quarterback. So at the Raiders 44, snap is away. Lawrence looking to throw. Quick throw. Gets it to Zay Jones. Gets out of bounds at the Raiders about 39-yard line. 21 seconds left. They still have a timeout. So they have time to work with. 21 seconds left. Timeout. They are, I guess they're technically in field goal position, but it'd be like a 57-yarder at this point, so they'll want to get closer. Snap is away. Lawrence looking to throw. Quick throw. Caught by Zay Jones. Gets a first down. I think you called timeout. Gets up to the Raiders' 31-yard line. So now they are very much in field goal range. So let's, Chargers 14, Falcons 10 at halftime. At halftime, Dolphins 21, Bears 17. Wow, Cincinnati is in the Carolina red zone again. Holy moly. Jeepers. 28-0 over Carolina, and they're knocking at the door again. Halftime, Lions 8, Packers 0. Patriots 13, Colts 0. Colts are at the New England 23. And there's about 30 seconds left. Bills 14, Jets 10. Bills are on the move. They're at the Jets 43. And Vikings 7, Commanders 3 at halftime. Should they go for a TD first? Jacksonville should. Well, there's only 15 seconds left now. They just used their last timeout. And now the Raiders are going to use their timeout. They just really wanted to see what formation Jacksonville. I think if you're Jacksonville... And this is a lot easier said than done. But to me, what I would do is whatever formation, I would see if I could possibly get, whether it's Marvin Jones, one of the bigger receivers, Marvin Jones maybe, if you can get him, or even Evan Ingram, the athletic tight end, if you can find him, get him isolated on a one-on-one matchup down the sideline, and maybe you go for the end zone, and if not, you can just get out of bounds. That way you'll stop the clock, or else it's incomplete, and the clock obviously stays stopped. But the Jets now giving the Bills a run for their money. I love to see it, man. I love to see it. The Jets have fight. Snap is away. Lawrence over the middle, and they're just going to have to quickly go and spike it. So yeah, they're going to kind of settling for the field goal. And then there we go. So there's 3 seconds left. Jacksonville ends up getting to out the Raider 24, 25-yard line. So very makeable field goal here for the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's 3rd down, but that's not what matters right now. Patterson is going to be attempting the field goal, and this will be about he's 11 for 12 on the year, is Riley Patterson, a long of 52. And what, please don't keep, okay. 44-yard attempt, snap is away, kick is up. Wow, it looked like it was going to go left, but it is good. So Jacksonville tacks on 3 points before halftime. They needed that. Big-time play right there, and big-time drive for Jacksonville, just to give them some confidence going into the half. And the Jaguars will get the ball back to start the 3rd quarter, so if they can even get more points in the 3rd quarter, then they can really try and make a game of it, All right, around the league. We'll do, and then let's see, Burrow and the Bengals are driving again. I mean, the Bengals, I think, were just so mad that they lost really badly to the Browns, that the Bengals were like, we're going all out. In this game, though, the Raiders offense has gotten back on track for sure, especially Davante Adams. The Raiders got Adams a number of times into really favorable matchups. The first touchdown, they were able to isolate Davante on Tyson Campbell, second or third year cornerback out of Georgia. And that's a matchup that you love all day because Adams can just make defenders look really bad, and he did. And a beautiful throw for Derek Carr. The next one, they were able to it was a nice play. They faked. Adams, I think, went on an end around, but they faked it to him. Then Adams ran a route, like a post route. The Jacksonville defender slipped, couldn't keep up with them. Easy touchdown. So Davante Adams, the connection's been really good. Also offensively, they haven't really been able to get the ground game going that much. But Josh Jacobs, let's see, on the day. Trevor Lawrence is actually the leading rusher on the day. But yeah, Josh Jacobs mostly been swallowed up. 10 carries, 32 yards. Only a 3.2 yards per carry average. The Jacksonville Jaguars actually rushing the ball a lot better. Now they really got helped out there with that long Trevor Lawrence run. But seems like Vegas can pass the ball. Jacksonville can run the ball. The issue is the defense. So with the defense, and the Raiders defense came up with a big play earlier. They were very aware that, so Trevor Lawrence pitched the ball out to JaMychal Hasty. Hasty fumbled the ball. Max Crosby recovered it. So when you look at it, that's a big play. And the Jags were actually driving. They were within field goal range at 100%. And they were driving pretty successfully on that first drive. But they fumbled the ball. So not good, obviously. Oh, thank you kindly, Nick. Appreciate you, buddy. I know you're probably busy working or whatnot. I am going to be doing the Cardinals and Seahawks game later, so do feel free to drop by for that. That would be awesome to have you here, bud. We're at 827 subscribers. Guys, we have 15 people in here. If you're new, do consider subscribing to the channel. And, of course, drop a like. We're at 20 likes. Let's go for 25 likes. Let's go for Richard Sherman likes. Elijah Mitchell likes. Old Jimmy Ward number likes. And we do have one game in the third quarter. That's the Chargers and Falcons. And the Chargers have the ball 3rd and 7 at their own 24-yard line. And it's now going to be 35-0 Bengals over the Panthers. Burrow with a passing touchdown to Mixon. That's Mixon's 4th touchdown on the day. Who in fantasy has Joe Mixon? There's Tom Brady, recently divorced, eligible bachelor. Let's see. Wow, Joe Mixon in standard scoring has 41 points. Yeah, Damian, good job, Hasty. He was a little bit too hasty with didn't really see the ball into his hands. Definitely catch you for the Arizona-Seattle game. Awesome, Nick. We shall see you then, man. That's going to be a fun one, an NFC West showdown. Yes, 15 people in here. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. And while a lot of these games are at halftime, let's see. Tua's actually had a really solid half so far. And the Dolphins, they did get that big punt block. That's really what's separating the teams. Dolphins got a nice punt block right there. And so that's one of the big things that's separating them right now. Romeo Doubs is out, it looks like, for the game. Yikes. Tua's playing pretty well for me. I took a long shot with Zach Moss, so that's not good. When Dallas plays Green Bay, I hate to root for any of them. Yeah, I do too. I mean, if I had to, maybe, I don't know if I could bring myself to root for any of them. Maybe Green Bay if I had to, but we'll see. Yeah, so right now, pretty much every game here is going to be at halftime. Except for, with the exception of the Chargers-Falcons, the Chargers just had to punt it away. They pretty much went 3 and out. They're showing the highlights. Rodgers. I can't believe Aiden Hutchinson. Wow, that's a great play by the rookie. But Falcons being able to move the ball now. Alrighty, everybody. I am going to go for the O because I want this game to get real exciting. So I'm going to be back in a moment. I'm going to be using the restroom. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. And we are back, everybody. We are back. Feels a lot better. Let's see. Falcons moving the ball here on the Chargers. 1st and 10 Atlanta at the Chargers 38. Mariota continuing his resurgence, reuniting with Arthur Smith back from when they were at in Tennessee together. This game is still at halftime. We will be coming back from halftime probably in about maybe 5 or so minutes, I would say, in this one. But we should have a bunch more games coming back from halftime momentarily. We do. So we have the Washington Commanders. So Vikings 7, Commanders 3. Commanders have the ball 2nd and 7 at the Minnesota 49. We'll also have the Dolphins Bears coming back right now. Dolphins are going to have the ball at their own 25-yard line. I have Tua in fantasy, so I'd love Tua to get some rushing yards. Ooh, so it looked like the Falcons had a touchdown, but it was negated by a tripping call on the right tackle, Caleb McGarry. But then right after, so it was going to be, if it was 1st and 20, Mariota deep pass to Khalil Hodge, I think, for a 19-yard pickup. 13 people in here. Let's do a little like and subscribe. Thank you kindly. Mucho Preciado. Tua Tagovailoa hits 22-yard pass to Tyreek Hill. Wait, who am I playing against? Luckily, I'm not playing against... Oh, come on, Indy. Indy's got to do something. Indianapolis. I'm going up against the New England defense. Oh, fuck. Romeo Dobbs carded off. Yikes. So, we shall see. I need Tua to go ham. I'm really curious about this Detroit Green Bay game. So Green Bay's going to have the ball. Nice return, actually, for Green Bay. They're up to their own 33. But in this game here, we're going to be back momentarily, folks. Not too long, only a few minutes away until we have the second half kickoff. The Raiders will be kicking off to the Jacksonville Jaguars. And we have Buffalo and Jets coming back from halftime. Wow, it looks like the Commanders got all the way down to basically a touchdown, but the play's under review. We'll see what that is. Falcons at the Chargers' 11-yard line. Jeff Wilson Jr. picking up some yards here for the Dolphins. They're already at the Chicago 18. Yeah, when Dallas plays Green Bay, I hate to root for any of them. Yeah, I just, unless it absolutely like directly impacts the 49ers in a positive way, like I'll never root for those teams. Like if it was a case of like, oh, Dallas needs to beat Seattle for the 49ers to make the playoffs or something, then I would root for them to win, obviously. But otherwise, like this point in the season, I'm like not rooting for either of them. Let's see what else we got going on around here. Touchdown Tua to Jalen Waddle. So another touchdown. Tua, 202 yards, 2 TDs on the day. So good job, Tua. Let's go. Let's go. Tua Tagovailoa. Yeah, I need the Colts offense to do something. Mariota to Drake London, and Drake London fumbled it. Khalil Mack caused the fumble, recovers the fumble. Wow. That play in Washington is still under review. What do you think about Brady being the Niners QB next year? What percentage would I put on the Niners picking up Brady? I would say less than 5%. I just don't think it's going to happen. Number one, if Brady wants to come here just for the sake of like he's from San Mateo, so he's from very close to San Francisco, he's right there by Santa Clara. Unless he wants to come here on like a tiny contract, we're just not going to have the money for a guy like Tom Brady. So I just don't think that's going to happen because we have to start thinking about paying like in the off season. We'll have to think about paying Nick Bosa. What's up, CarCast? How we doing? I'm good, buddy. Good to see you in here. Just enjoying some good NFL football. The kick is away here. Short kick by Carlson. So Agnew takes it to the 15, to the 20. Agnew's got room to the 30, to the 40. Jamal Agnew all the way up to the Raiders' 45-yard line. That is how you start the second half. Sorry, I continue when the game started. I was outside for lunch. No, man, enjoy your lunch. Got to get that food in, Up to the Raiders' 40-yard line. But, yeah, Brian, it would be cool to see Brady with the 49ers. But I think at this point, year 3, it's all Trey Lance. Plus the money that Brady would command, I think you have to spend it elsewhere. You have to think long term. Yeah, he is. Trevor Lawrence fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, runs up the middle, gets about 5 or 6 yards, takes a big hit from Denzel Perryman. You don't like to see that too often. As us 49er fans know, you don't want to see your running back up the middle too often. But, yeah, good run there for Trevor Lawrence. A pickup, they're going to call it a pickup of 5. Pickup of 5 now. The only way it happens is if Tom Brady makes it happen. Yes, and again, he would have to take basically nothing in terms of a contract. 2nd and 5, empty backfield. Trevor Lawrence in shotgun. Snap is away. Throwing it. Caught by Christian Kirk. There is a flag on the play. We'll have to see what it is. I'm not sure what the flag is going to be. Normally, this is in the area of defensive holding. Holding defense, yep. But they're going to, of course, they are going to turn that down and say, hey, decline the penalty. We'll get the first down. We'll take those extra yards. Thank you very much. There's a whole bunch of sirens and shit going on outside. I don't know what's going on out there. We're at 22 likes. Let's keep it going with the likes. Trevor Lawrence, quick pass, caught by Christian Kirk, gets about 8 yards on first down. They are right at around the Raiders' 20-yard line. So the Jaguars moving the football effectively right now. Trevor Lawrence looking a lot more comfortable. And the Washington Commanders take a lead over the Minnesota Vikings. 10-0 Commanders. 10-7 Commanders over the Vikings. Trevor Lawrence, 2nd and 3 at the Raiders 21. Handed to Etienne. Etienne trying to fight for a first down. It's going to be close. I think when he was tackled, he was maybe a little bit short. 19 people in here, guys. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel. It really, really does help out. What happened to the Packers? Did they throw another freaking interception? The Packers had to punt it away. So I'm rooting for the Lions. Let's go crazy at this. Lions, Jaguars. Who else is terrible? Well, the Texans already lost this year. Are the Steelers playing this week or are they on a bye week? Steelers are on a bye week too. Damn it. All right, 3rd and 1. They're going to hand it to Etienne. Etienne's going to get the first down, cuts upfield inside the 15 down to the Raiders' 13-yard line. Jacksonville on the move here, and they are at the Raiders' 13-yard line. 1st and 10, so that's big time right here for the Jags. Etienne picking up some yards right there. Nice breaking a little tackle. Good, but that was a good tackle there by Denzel Perriman to slow him down. Travis Etienne on the day, 12 rushes, 34 yards, so less than 3 yards a carry, but he does have a touchdown, so fantasy purposes, he's doing all right for you. Trevor Lawrence in shotgun, Etienne to his right, Evan Ingram in motion, 3 receivers up top now with the motion. Quick pass out to Evan Ingram. Ingram running for the end zone, gets down to about this 5-6 yard line. So really, really nice pickup there for the Jaguars. They get about maybe 8 or 9 yards. And now Denzel Perriman is hurt for the Raiders. He's getting up now. I think he maybe just got the wind knocked out of him or something. So looks like he'll be okay. Who do you think is the greatest Raider of all time? Kenny Stabler, you say. Ooh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. I mean, they've had a lot of really good players over the years. Now, I'm not old enough. I don't really remember a lot of the players from way back in the day, but I know like Howie Long, Art Shell, Bo Jackson, but his career was obviously really short. All great Raiders. Marcus Allen was a great Raider. Tim Brown. God, that's a tough call. For my generation, so talking like mid-late 90s up until now, I would say probably Tim Brown or Charles Woodson. Maybe Charles Woodson. He was absolutely amazing. Wow, the Chicago Bears score a touchdown. Justin Fields' 61-yard touchdown rush, and they get the 2-point conversion. Janikowski, yeah, Sebastian Janik. Oh, when you said Jam, I thought that was a typo for Janikowski. Jamarcus Russell, God, no, he was dreadful. 2nd and 1 now for the Jags. They are at the Raiders' 6-yard line. Lawrence and shotgun back to his right. Snap is away. Hands it to Etienne. Etienne really got nowhere to go, but fights through. Ends up getting down to about the 2-yard line. Looked like he was going to be stopped for no gain. Manages to find just a little bit of a gap right there. Gets down to the 2-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and goal Jacksonville. Really looking to make a game out of it. Yes, yeah, Ray Guy. Of course, Ray Guy. Rest in peace. He just passed away. They're going to hand it to Etienne on 1st and goal. Doesn't get in. They're at the 1-yard line. There is a flag on the play. This might be in the area of either holding on the offense. Wow, if you're Jacksonville, you cannot have that happen. On Brandon Scherf, one of the best guards in football over the last 5-10 years. That'll make it 1st and goal from like the 12-yard line. But I mean, the Raiders, what? Three Super Bowls I think they have. They've had some really good players. Yeah, Stabler. Really good coaches over the years, too, with John Madden and Flores. Jim Plunkett. Yeah, Jim Plunkett was a very good quarterback, too. 1st and goal now for the Jags at the 11. So that holding penalty is crucial. Snap is away. Lawrence looking to throw. Quick throw to Kirk. Catches it, bobbled it for a second, gets up to the 7. So it's now going to be 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line. 20 people in here. Feel free to like and subscribe. Wow. Jared Goff looking for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Intercepted by Jair. Now the Packers have the ball at the Detroit 23-yard line. Come on, Detroit. You can't be doing that. Daryl LaMonica. Yeah. Snap is... Oh, Trevor Lawrence maybe making an adjustment here. Snap is away. Lawrence looking to throw. Raiders bringing pressure. Looking for the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Christian Kirk for the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the coverage was Trayvon Morag. And a big-time touchdown right there for Jacksonville. You come out of the halftime. You get the big touchdown. 23 people in here. Let's go. Jacksonville looking to make a game out of it. Christian Kirk, nice route there. Got Trayvon Morag. Just got him like hesitating for a moment. Enough room. Trevor Lawrence hits Christian Kirk. That was offside, I think, by the Raider player. No? Well, that was well timed. So they actually tack on the extra point, and that's going to be 20-17. Raiders in the lead. There was a flag on the play. I think that was offside or on the Raiders. So the Jaguars will probably take on the 5 yards on the kickoff would be my guess. Yep, offside. I thought he went early. Come on, Detroit. Let's go, Detroit. We have... Let's go through the NFL, the different games real quick. We have Chargers 14, Falcons 10. Falcons 1st and goal to Chargers 9. Whoa, what happened here? Dolphins 28, Bears 25. Bengals 35, Panthers 0. Panthers at the Bengals 10-yard line, so they're looking to make something happen. And then Aaron Rodgers with his 3rd interception of the day. Aaron Rodgers looking for Big Bob Tunyon. Intercepted the 2nd time today, I believe, by Kirby Joseph. Wow. Rodgers, 3 interceptions on the day. Can you believe it? I'm trying to count all the Detroit Lion rings they have. We'll see. There was... No, wait. But Detroit had... But there was that... No. No, I think we Detroit, they lost it. Falcons 3rd and goal to Charger 3. And let's go Detroit for the craziness. Let's go. All right, and I need the Colts to score some points. I'm going up against the Patriots defense in fantasy, and I need them to I need the Colts, because if you get a shutout, that's so many points. Come on, Colts. There we go. And hey, look, we're in the 3rd quarter. Buffalo 14, Jets 10. Jets 1st and 10 now at the Buffalo 22. There's a lot of good games right here. Poor Aaron Rodgers. So, and look, there's no doubting, like, obviously Rodgers, 1st ballot Hall of Famer. No question about that. He's amazing. But man, it's funny how, like, when you don't really have any elite weapons, even guys like Rodgers tend to not look so great. So, you know, we can always criticize quarterbacks and stuff, but even the best of the best don't always look so great. 22 likes. Let's see if we can get some more likes in here. Also, if you are new here, we have 20 people in here. Anyone new here, do consider subscribing to the channel. If you want to go above and beyond, and I only like to mention this once or twice through a stream, but do consider I have my Venmo and Cash App details in the description. If you want to go absolutely above and beyond, but also liking the stream and of course subscribing to the channel helps out tremendously. But we got a game on our hands here, folks. Raiders 20, Jacksonville 17. Colts now at the New England 20s, so let's keep that going. Kick is away, really short kick. It's going to be fielded by the Raiders at their about the 5-yard line, And then good kick return coverage right there. The Raiders get up to about the 17, 18-yard line. Can the Raiders offense, they've been rolling pretty well here for a while. Now, they haven't been on the field in a minute, but they've been rolling very well here. So, in my opinion, the Raiders, as Zan's Beat says, we have a Jaguars fan in here. As he says, the Jaguars I think they just need a stop, number one, but the Jaguars need a big-time defensive play. They need a turnover. They need a big-time sack, something to really mess with the Raiders' confidence offensively. Now, for the Raiders, they're at the 18-yard line, 1st and 10, Carr behind center, and he's going to hand it off to Josh Jacobs at the middle, breaking tackles. Josh Jacobs gets up to about the 26-yard line, so that's a pickup of 8 yards on 1st down. You got to be able to stop that. I'm not throwing shade, but I need to double-check my card door. Aaron Rodgers. And, Detroit aren't doing much with the ball. It's now 3rd and 12 at their own 10-yard line. So, yeesh. Come on, Detroit. Come on, Detroit. Under 10 minutes left in the third quarter here, folks. 27 people in here, guys. Do feel free to like and subscribe. Carr behind center, hands it off, and Jacobs got a big hole at the middle. Breaking tackles. Really nice play up to the 40-yard line, pickup of about 14 yards. I'm not sure who that was. I think it was I'm not sure who that was on the Jaguar defense who missed the tackle, had a chance to stop Jacobs, and just couldn't wrap him up. Took Josh Allen and Campbell to run him down, but big-time run Josh Jacobs. They're really going to look to get him involved. He is on the sideline now, though, so maybe forget what I said. Now, the Raiders have scored points on their last 4 possessions. Keep that in mind, folks. Carr behind center, I formation, 3 receivers. They're going to pitch it up top. Wow, good defense there for the Jaguars. Stop for no gain. Thought he was maybe going to bust it up right there, get through the line, but he could not. Good tackling, good group tackling right there. And, the freaking Lions had to punt it away. Man, the Lions offense can't do a damn thing. Goff is 88 yards passing. Come on, Lions. Come on, Lions. All right. In shotgun, 2nd and 11. He actually lost a yard. Carr in shotgun. Gonna fake the handoff to Jacobs. Gonna dump it off to Devontae. Devontae break. It actually doesn't. The Jaguar did enough just to get Devontae to the ground. Good tackle there. Aluakon with the big tackle right there. Derek Carr just kind of they had Devontae in the backfield actually. And a quick dump off to Devontae. Almost broke the tackle, but Aluakon was able to get him down. So it's 3rd and 11 here. And Zan's Beast is talking about the Jaguars need a big-time play. This is where they need a big-time play, 3rd and 11. Because the Jaguars have scored 10 straight points now. If you get not a 3 now, but if you get a stop here, get the ball back, your offense is moving. But we have the Las Vegas Raiders in shotgun. Carr looking to throw it. He's got time. It's almost intercepted by Andre Cisco. Almost with the interception, looking for Mac Hollins. Cisco had it in his hands, drops the ball. And that could be a game-changing play right there because Cisco was just driving forward, could have intercepted it. And he would have been running forward, could have been a pick 6 possibly. Wow, that would have been a big play right there for the Jaguars. But either way, they do get the stop. And the Jaguars are going to get the ball back. Raiders punting from their own. Yeah, it was right in his hands. Who does he think he is? Jaquiski Tart or something? The punt is away for the Raiders. And that's going to be... Where's that going to go out? It's hard to see. The official's going to say it was out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Yeah, Jags get a big stop right there. Yeah, that was Tart-esque right there, wasn't it? Actually, the Tart one was maybe worse because the Tart one was just like, come on now, just come on. I got it, and then just drops it. So the Jaguars, and the Raiders offense was rolling, but then the Jaguars, They had the drive to end the half. They had a really good drive to start the second half. Raiders offense, maybe you're getting into a little bit of a funk right now. But can the Jaguars tie it up or take the lead on this drive? Their field position isn't great. Now, man, if Cisco picked that ball off, that would have been huge. Because he was going forward with a full head of steam. So that could have easily been a pick six. But we'll see how it goes. Jets. What's going on here with the Jets? Game delayed by Skycam malfunction. Wow. That's a first. Falcons are up 17-14 over the Chargers. Remember, the 49ers are playing the Chargers next Sunday Night Football. So that's going to be a good one. Tart couldn't even be a bank robber because he would drop the bag. Yeah. Yep. That's sad but true. But here we go now. So the Jaguars got real momentum going. They just have to keep positive plays right here going. Positive plays for the Jaguars. And the Packers are on the move right now. 1st and 10 at the Detroit 41. The Colts get 3 points. So there's no longer a shutout. So let's see how many points that takes off for the... that took off like 1 point. Come on, Colts. Come on, Colts. Let's go. And the Chargers need to get DeAndre Carter more involved. You can tell how freaking depleted my fantasy team is when I'm relying on the likes of freaking DeAndre Carter for the Chargers. Yikes. Yikes. Game delayed by Skycam malfunction. Now I've heard it all. Alrighty, Roo. Dolphins moving the ball, 3rd and 7 at the Chicago 10-yard line. 22 people in here, guys. Do like the stream. Subscribe to the channel. We're at 827 subscribers. Can we hit 830? That would be awesome. Trevor Lawrence behind center. Fakes the handoff to ETN. Under pressure immediately. Throws it out. Caught. And that's, who is that actually? It's the tight end. Number 89. Is that Luke Farrell? So that's a first down. Nice pickup on first down right there. Gets about 13 yards. That was only his 2nd catch on the year for Luke Farrell. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence made some nice throws on that last drive. Christian Kirk really making an impact now. Snap is away. They hand it to ETN. And that's going to be a pickup of about 2 yards for the Jaguars. They're up to their own 35-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. And we have Evan Ingram kind of hobbling off under his own power, hobbling off to the sideline. Linebacker Denzel Perriman for the Raiders as well. Looked like he got a little bit banged up on the play too. Nice gain there for Luke Farrell, though. Yeah, Evan Ingram on the sideline right now, so we might see more of Luke Farrell. Trevor Lawrence, so it's 2nd and 7. They gave him 3 yards at their own 36. Lawrence and shotgun back to his right. Quick snap and pass to Zay Jones. Zay Jones can't break the tackle. He's going to get about maybe 4-ish yards. So it's going to be 3rd and short. I'm going to say 3rd and a long 2 or 3rd and 3. Raiders defense is not the best. Outside of Crosby and Chandler Jones, they don't have a ton. Rocky Sin and these guys are okay at best. So 3rd and 2 right now. Jaguars want to pick this up if they want to keep their momentum going. Trevor Lawrence in shotgun. Back to his right. Snap is away. Looking to throw. Lawrence under pressure. Chandler Jones. And he throws it. Caught! Marvin Jones Jr. with the big first down up to Raider territory at the 48. Duron Harmon with the coverage on the play, and that was just nice pocket presence there from Trevor Lawrence. He was in the pocket, was able to roll to his right, felt the pressure coming behind from Chandler Jones, throws the ball on the run. Great throw. Marvin Jones Jr., the longtime veteran, very productive receiver in his career, able to make it happen. All right, 1st and 10 at the Raiders 47. They hand it up the middle to ETN. He's going to get maybe 2 yards on the play. Sorry, they're at the Raiders 48. They're up to the Raiders 46-yard line. 2nd down and 8 at the Raider 46. Yeah, the Falcons 17-14 over the Chargers. They have the ball. Tua with another throwing touchdown. 35-25 Miami over Chicago. Wow, Tua today. 18 for 23, 270 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks, no sacks, 155 QB rating. Justin Fields only thrown for 96 yards, but 129 QB rating. Amazing. Trevor Lawrence, 2nd and 8 in shotgun. Gonna throw it, takes a big hit, and it's caught! Caught by the tight end down to the Raider 25, and that is Dan Arnold, who came over from a trade last season. I think it was from the Cardinals, maybe? And Trevor Lawrence took a big hit from the former first-round pick Clelin Ferrell, who's been kind of a bust. But he is slinging it right now. Trevor Lawrence in a nice rhythm here. Really picked up his game. And the offensive line is doing a fairly good job. They hand it up to JaMychal Hasty at the middle. Hasty breaks a couple of tackles, running hard, but a pickup of 4 yards on 1st down. And that's a nice pickup right there. JaMychal Hasty running hard right up the middle. That's going to be 2nd down and 6. ETN on the sidelines, on one knee, talking to the trainers. Looks like he's in a bit of discomfort. He's trying to walk it off, so hopefully he'll be okay. 2nd and 6, Jacksonville at the Raiders 23. Snap is away. They hand it to Hasty again. Hasty's going to get tackled immediately, but does kind of fall forward, gets a yard or two, so very manageable 3rd down here. It's going to be 3rd and 4. And Packers 1st and 10 at the Detroit 27-yard line. We have 27 people in here, guys. Do consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps out, and also liking the stream really helps out for engagement. Trevor Lawrence looking to throw. Caught by Christian Kirk. That's going to be a 1st down to the Las Vegas 15-yard line. FYI, everyone, I will be doing the Seahawks and Cardinals game right after this. As we get towards the end of this stream, I'm going to post the link. It's going to be a separate video, separate link for that game, but I'll post the link in there. And I'll be going live there probably around 1 o'clock or so. Game's at 1:05. Snap is away. They hand it to ETN back on the field. Up to the Raider 10. Cuts inside. Down to the Raiders 6-yard line. That's a pickup of about 8 yards on 1st down. Nice hard running for Travis Etienne. I like Hasty. I like him more as a Jag. I thought Hasty was a pretty good 49er, considering undrafted free agent out of Baylor, if I remember correctly. Nice run by ETN. Actually bounces. Did really well to kind of bounce and like spin around out of the tackle from Rocky Sin. So it's 2nd and 2 at the Raiders 6-yard line. Lawrence hands it to ETN. He's fighting. He does. I think he just gets enough for the 1st down. I would say they're going to give him the 1st down, which would make it... The officials here, they're saying 3rd down. Okay, it's going to be 3rd and inches. 5 TDs for Joe Mixon. That guy is. And that's the thing with Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon will have, and it's a touchdown, Aaron Rodgers to Allen Lazard. Do the Packers go for 2 here and try and tie it up? Damn it. Come on, Detroit. That's insane. 5... Oh, they almost went offside, did the Raiders. 3rd and 1, they're calling it. And that's going to be the end of the quarter, so we're at the 4th quarter. This quarter went by pretty quickly. Quite a few sustained drives right here. And the Jaguars knocking on the door here to, at the very least, tie it up. What, that wasn't a first? Yeah. Well, Tommy, I thought it was going to be a 1st down too. I mean, they normally give that. And maybe with the change of the quarter, I mean, Jacksonville will get to have a close look at it. Maybe they want to challenge it, but also, it's one of those things where do you want to possibly waste one of your timeouts? I don't know if you do. I think if you're Green Bay, are you going for 2 here? I think you probably go for, I think you go for 2 if you're Green Bay, try and tie it up. Yeah, we're going to be at what is going on here? Good job, Aaron Rodgers. I think, and they can still challenge it, Zan, so. We have 828 subscribers. The notifications thing ain't working for me, but I'm going to do this for the latest subscriber. Thank you. Appreciate you. We're at 828. If you're new here, guys, I do the 49er games. I also do other NFL games too. It's a whole lot of fun. We get really into it. We're at 23 likes. Can we get to 25 likes? Karen. That's his name right there. 29 people in here. Let's go. Let's go. Jaguars knocking at the door. They might challenge the last play. Otherwise, they're going to have... And they went for 2 and they didn't get it. The Packers don't get the 2-point conversion. Wow. And Josh Allen just threw an interception intended for Gabe Davis, intercepted by Sauce Gardner. Karen Rodgers. And Sauce Gardner. Hey, Tommy, Sauce Gardner just intercepted Josh Allen. 33 people in here. Let's go. So right now it's 3rd and 1 for the Jaguars at the Raiders' 5-yard line. It's possible that the Jaguars can challenge this. They've had the whole in between the quarter, going from the 3rd to the 4th quarter, to look at it. Do they feel confident enough to challenge it? If you don't get it, it's 3rd and inches. If you don't get it, then, 3rd and inches, they're going for it, so they definitely didn't feel comfortable challenging it. And they pitch it out, and it's going to be ETN. Touchdown! Travis Etienne. Let's go! Travis Etienne, 2nd touchdown on the day. And we're going to have a hell of a 4th quarter on our hands here, folks. They pitched it out to Etienne. Normally, I really don't like to pitch out on a short play. Random kid is not happy. Karen Rodgers left Olivia Munn and Danica Patrick. He let Devontae Adams leave. Yep. Etienne outside and cuts back in, makes Rocky Ya-Sin look like a fool. Completely just broke his ankles right there. And the extra point is coming right up. Kick is up, and it's going to be good. So it's going to be 24-20. There is a flag on the play here. Will this be... Typically, this is against the blocking team, though. We'll see what they call it. Now, let's go Raiders. Let's see, can the Raiders respond? There was a personal foul. Ooh. Personal foul right here. Oh, it was against the Raiders. Never mind. Against the Raiders. So they're going to take that. So the Jaguars will be kicking off from midfield. So that'll be... I mean, if you kick off from the midfield, maybe you try and do a sky kick, because if your guys are already running from midfield, if you do a sky kick, try and force the Raiders to take it at like the 1 or inside the 5, you might be able to get them back in really bad field position. But hopefully the Raiders now, let's make a game of it, Raiders. Let's keep an eye on this one too. Bills 14, Jets 10. 1st and goal for the Jets at the Buffalo 7. Getting real interesting right now. And it's a touchdown! Zach Wilson to the newly acquired James Robinson, former Jacksonville Jaguar. So that's going to be A touchdown Jets. So the Jets are going to take the lead over the Buffalo Bills. There we go, Ellinger. Ellinger finally on the move right now. So I need Indianapolis to put up some freaking points here against the Patriots. Whatever points they can put up. Please, Indianapolis. So the Jets 17, Bills 14. Who would have thought that? 14 unanswered points. And if you're the Jaguars in this game, and actually Zans called it earlier. He said they'll go on a 17-0 run, and that's exactly what they've done. It was 20-7 in favor of the Raiders with about 45 seconds left in the first half, and the Jaguars now have scored 17 unanswered points. What do you call a person with no body and no nose? Well, nobody knows. Nobody knows that. My best friend is a Packer fan, and she hates Aaron. Told me people like Brett Favre over Karen Rodgers. I mean, Brett Favre is far from perfect. He was a fun quarterback to watch, but he, as a person, has been, dicey at best. Dicey at best. Let's go, Detroit. First down and 10 at their own 41. For all the craziness. I love to see it. Kalen, watch Matty Ice prove people wrong and earn his 40. It's Ellinger. It's Ellinger who's... Oh, yeah. So the Jaguars here, they're going to do what I actually had said. They're going to do a sky kick, keep it real short, make it so you're going to pin the Raiders back. There is a flag on it. The Raiders get up to about the 15-yard line. I wonder what the flag is. Maybe it's... Yeah, Christian, I'm doing the Seahawks and Cardinals game after this. So the big NFC West showdown. So offside on the kicking team. On Andre Cisco. So that will be 1st and 10, Raiders at their own 20-yard line. 26 people in here, guys. You know what to do. Like and subscribe. And we're at 800. We're at 26 likes. Can we hit 30? And we're at 829 subscribers. Appreciate the latest subscription. Derek Carr dumps it off. Nice catch there by Josh Jacobs up and gets about 10 yards on first down. Big time run right there. 3rd and 6 for the Lions at the Green Bay 41. For Christ's sake, Indianapolis turned the ball over. Unbelievable. Matty Ice or a Nissan Skyline? I'd never pay a Nissan Skyline $44 million for that. 1st and 10 Raiders at their own 31. Carr and shotgun. Jacobs to his left. Snap is away. Carr looking to throw. Going to throw it to Adams. And he dropped it. It was behind him, but he dropped it. And they had a crazy mismatch right there. I think it was Dwayne Smoot trying to cover Davante Adams. They're showing the highlights here. Zach Wilson, touchdown to James Robinson, the former Jaguar. And what an upset that would be. The Jets really making some things happen. But we'll see. I mean, we know Lions with a 1st and goal. Whoa, at the Green Bay 5. Wow. Snap is away. They hand it to Josh Jacobs. Only going to get about 1 yard on the play. And they are pumped up. That was Arden Key on the tackle. Good tackle there by Arden Key. He'll probably stay on the field now because it's going to be 3rd and 9 for the Raiders. And the Raiders have done a whole lot of nothing since the first half. In this second half, through a quarter and through about over 16 minutes of the second half, the Raiders have accomplished nothing. Wow, the Jacksonville cheerleader. Hello. So Carr is going to be in shotgun. Amir Abdullah to his left. He's got Foster Moreau, Davante Adams, Hunter Renfrow, Mac Hollins. Jacksonville going to bring the pressure, it looks like. They are. They're going to blitz one of their DBs. Carr's going to be in trouble. He's going to throw it, though. And is it caught? Big time catch. Foster Moreau with the first down. Rip, your fantasy team. Don't you have Davante Adams on it? 2nd and goal for the Lions at the Detroit 3. Wow. If you're the Lions, if you get a touchdown now, it's the end of the third quarter, but if you're the Lions, get a touchdown, you just kick the extra point, and it's a 2-possession game. Derek Carr, very productive day, but just all in the first half. I formation behind center, 3 receivers. Snap is away. They're going to pitch it up to Josh Jacobs to the right, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage, but he breaks tackles. Josh Jacobs across midfield into Jaguar territory, up to the Jaguar 48-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of about 8 yards. Nice. It looked like he was dead to rights at the line of scrimmage. Is able to cut back to the left, break a tackle, and that was Josh Allen, the edge rusher, just couldn't make the tackle. And then he ends up getting maybe to the Jaguar 49-yard line, but picks up about 7 or 8 yards there. So it's going to be 2nd and 2 right now for the Raiders. Yep, at the Jaguars 48 in shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Jacobs up the middle. Jacobs is going to fall forward, gets enough for the first down. Jacobs falling forward, getting yards every time. Let's see. Around the league very quickly. Falcons 17, Chargers 14. Younghoe Koo just missed a field goal, so Chargers have decent field position. Dolphins 35, Bears 25, Bengals 42, Panthers 7. Patriots 16, Colts 3. We'll go back to this game real quick. It's 1st and 10 now for the Raiders at the Jaguar 45-yard line. Carr and shotgun. Snap is away. Hands it up to Josh Jacobs. Bounces out to the right, but he loses yards. Loses about 2 yards on the play, does Josh Jacobs. Good defense right there from Jacksonville. And Jacksonville they need to get a stop here. But Raiders, I think the Raiders need to go to their go-to guy. It's got to be Davante Adams. Try and get him in just man-to-man single coverage. Try and isolate Davante Adams. Not an easy thing to do. You know the Jaguars are going to be going wherever Davante goes. Carr behind center. Single back, 2 receivers up top, 2 down low. That's a false start, I think. But they're not going to call it. And Josh Jacobs, they hand it to Jacobs, only a 1-yard play. So it's going to be 3rd and 11. Now you're in an interesting part of the field here, and you're in an interesting time of the game as well. And the Commanders 17-7 over the Minnesota Vikings. We have a Jaguar player down on the field. This will give us a little bit of time right here, and we're going to go through the rest of the games here. So Lions 8, Packers 6. They now have 3rd and goal at the Green Bay 3. Jared Goff just threw the ball away at the last play. Can the Lions punch it in? Vikings losing, 17-10. Vikings not looking so sharp today. After they scored, I think, on their first drive, too. And it's a touchdown! Touchdown! Jared Goff to James Mitchell. Jared Goff. Touchdown, Lions. Touchdown, Detroit. With the extra point, they'll make it a 2-possession game. Let's go, Lions. Woo-wee. Damn. Oh, boy. What a bonanza. As the old 49er announcer, Joe Starkey, and he's in his last year announcing games for the Cal Bears. And we're up to 830 subscribers. Thank you very much, folks. Appreciate all the support. Let's see, can we get to 835 subscribers? We're at 28 likes. 30 likes, 835 subscribers. Let's keep it going. I'm rooting hard for the Lions, too. I'm rooting big time for the Lions just to see the craziness. And the extra point is good for the Lions. So it's now 15-6 in favor of the Lions over the Packers. 2-possession game. There's still a lot of time in that game left. 14:51 left in that game. Some other big upsets around the league right now. Commanders 17, Vikings 7. 14 minutes left. Minnesota struggled after the first drive. Jets 17, Bills 14. Bills have the ball 3rd and 6 at the Jets 44. Whoa. And we have Dolphins 35, Bears 25. Bears have the ball at the Miami 45-yard line. And we're back here in action. Raiders have the ball. They're moving it fairly well here, but now they have a 3rd and 11. So they're in an interesting part of the field, and we're in a very interesting part of the game here. Because right now they are at the Jacksonville 46, if I remember correctly. They're going to say it's 3rd and 10. But we're at the Jacksonville 45, 46. So if you get 5 or 6 yards, I think you got to go for it on 4th down. But we'll see. Maybe that won't have to matter. 3rd and 10 for the Raiders. Carr and shotgun. Back to his right. 2 receivers down low. 2 receivers down low. You got Foster Moreau on the end of the line down low. Devontae Adams up top. Snap is away. He's going to be under pressure. Carr's going to throw it. Looking for Adams. Did he catch it? The refs are going to say incomplete. Devontae's not happy with the call. So they're going to say it's 4th and 10. And now in this case, I think you're going to have to punt it just because you're at 4th and 10. If it's 4th and maybe 5 or less, you go for it. But Carr throws it. Devontae, he's out of bounds. Yep. Devontae's left foot was out of bounds. He got the right toe in, but his left foot was out of bounds. So 4th and 10. There's 10 minutes left, so you are going to have to punt the ball away. And the Raiders, so the punt is away. Let's see if it's a good punt. Agnew's going to call fair catch, and he's going to catch it at their own 8 or 9 yard line. So we got a close game here in Jacksonville. Jacksonville have taken the lead. They have the ball at their own 8-9 yard line. They're going to say at the 9 yard line. And Justin Fields now, 1st and goal at the Miami 4. That's 30. That's a 10-point game with 12 minutes left. So a lot of time left right there. A lot of time. Chargers winning. Oh, did the Chargers score? The play is under review on my end. That's what I see over here. The play is under review. What was the possible touchdown? Because I really don't know. Justin Fields touchdown pass to Cole Kmet. So if you're the Bears, you just kick the extra point here, and you make it a 3-point game. So the Bears hanging tough here with the Miami Dolphins. Tua's had a great game so far. The extra point is good. So 35-32. Some really good games here around the NFL. Chargers winning. The guy wasn't down. Justin Herbert. Yeah, I have DeAndre Carter going. So just get the ball to Carter, damn it. He has 47 yards receiving. Just get it to Carter. Wait, are they going to say now that it's a touchdown? Maybe because I have the ESPN scoreboard up. It looks like it was maybe to Eckler for the touchdown. I don't know. Man, the Packers, huh? The Packers. And the Bills now 4th and 9 at the Jets 33. You kick the field goal here if you're the Bills. Try and tie the game up. Vikings 3rd and 7 at their own 41-yard line. Come on, Commanders. I have the Commander defense going. I know. It's that bad. But they're playing pretty well, actually. So the Chargers have the ball 1st and goal at the Falcons 9. And let's see what's going on. And the Bills do tied up with the Jets. So we're going to have a lot of close games here. You're going for the Chargers, Bryant? I don't know. I want the Chargers to be, they come off the bye week, they get a loss. They're like, oh my God, the season's looking like it's over. Actually, they'd be 4-4, so they'd be the same as the 49ers. But so back at this game here, 1st and 10 at their own 9. They hand it to Etienne. Etienne's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Probably loses about half a yard. Andrew Billings, the big D tackle out of Baylor. with the big stop. Second and 11 now for the Jaguars. They need to pick up. Actually, that's a good point because the Falcons are in the NFC. So, yeah, let's go Chargers. Second and 11 for the Jaguars. You're absolutely right. I want the Chargers to win. And Trevor Lawrence almost gets sacked in the end zone. Throws it big time. First down. Jaguars. Marvin Jones Jr. There is a flag on the play. Looks like it's in the secondary for the Raiders. They brought a blitz. They almost took down Trevor Lawrence in the end zone, holding on the defense, so they're going to decline that. So it's going to be first down on Anthony Averett. And Trevor Lawrence almost taken down. Let's see with the whole... I don't like that call. I mean, either way, it was a first down, Jaguars, and they declined it, but... Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to click this. Did not mean to click that. Alrighty, I really think the Niners go on a run. I do too. I think the Niners they're going to be coming back really healthy. Fingers crossed next Sunday Night Football against the Chargers, that a lot of the Niner players will be back healthy because we need them. Second down, and I missed the first down play right there. Second down and 10 right now for the Jaguars. So no pickup on first down. There's 8.5 minutes left in this game. Trevor Lawrence in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers. Snap is away, looking to throw it. Throws it across the middle. It's going to be caught. Manhurts. It's going to be third down and about 3, though. Chargers have to settle for a field goal, so the Chargers tie it up. The Chargers tied up, so it's 17-17 Chargers-Falcons. So, I'm going to retract what I said. I want the Chargers to win. You need the NFC teams to lose. That's what you really want. You want the NFC teams to lose. So if the Chargers can win, if the Dolphins can win, we know the Bengals are going to win. Oh, the quickly 3rd and 3, and it's incomplete. They ran a quick play, and they didn't pick it up. Nickel Roby-Coleman on the coverage, but now the Jags are going to have to punt it back to the Raiders. Trevor Lawrence on the quick pass. They kind of went hurry up there trying to catch the Raiders napping, but not a great throw. Maybe it got tipped a little bit. I don't know. The ball did not come out well at all, though. So the Jaguars are going to be punting it back to the Raiders. The punt is away. Hunter Renfrow gets it at the 20. He's got some room to work with. He's going left and right, not north and south. Now he gets up to about the 26-yard line. So a 6-yard return for Hunter Renfrow. So they're going to have the ball at their own 26. Raiders need a touchdown. There's 7.5 minutes left. We are halfway through the fourth quarter. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. It's 3rd and 17 for Rodgers at their own 36. Boy, I've never seen Rodgers struggle this bad against the Lions. And the Lions defense, almost NFL historically bad, and they've only scored 6 points. Unfrickin' believable. Jets, Bills, 17 apiece, just like the Chargers-Falcons game. And Baker Mayfield just threw a deep touchdown pass, so that game is over. It's going to be 42-14, but at least the Panthers are showing life. Better than nothing, right? What does Aaron Rodgers do? 3rd and 17. Holy moly. Dolphins are moving the football. That's a 3-point game. They have 2nd and 7 at the Chicago 32. I'll be curious now to see what happens in that Green Bay game. Jags are going to choke. Maybe they will. But maybe not. I don't know. The Raiders have lost a lot of close games this season, and maybe the Jaguars have too. So it's going to see who's the team that cannot fuck it up at the end, right? And that's kind of what we're looking for here. Chargers winning exactly. Yeah, Christian, I just remembered that. So I want to root for the AFC teams over the NFC teams. So we're rooting for the Chargers. We're rooting for the Dolphins over the Bears. We're rooting for the Lions too, because that'll basically just And Rodgers scrambled for 18 yards. It was 3rd and 17. And Aaron Rodgers, no, not Lamar Jackson, not Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers runs for 18 yards. 2nd and 7 for Green Bay at the Detroit 43. There's about 11 minutes left in that game. So we'll see. Come on, Detroit. Don't let us down, man. Don't let us down. I want to see the Packer fans just totally melt down. Yeah, we always want the AFC teams to beat the NFC teams. That's always going to help out the 49ers with regards to seeding and things like that. Vikings down. So Vikings had to settle for a field goal. There's 10:46 left in that. Man, I don't know what's better. Because if the Vikings... So Christian, or anyone in here actually, what do you think would be better, the Vikings or the Commanders to win? Because maybe it's better for the Niners if the Vikings win. Because the Vikings, if they win, they're 7-1 and they are running away with that division. Whereas if the Commanders win, the Commanders are 4-4 right now. They would move to 5-4. Thus, the seeding with the 49ers, not so great. But for the Raiders, 1st down and 10. Derek Carr throws it just too far ahead of Devontae Adams. Adams may be able to get his fingertips on it. But maybe with regards to seeding purposes, you want the Vikings to win because they're about to be... They could very well be 4 games up in their division. Aaron Rodgers, now they have 2nd and 4 at the Detroit 28. There's going to be under 10 minutes left in that game, so clock is winding down. Lions, don't fuck this up. You can actually win this game. Now the Raiders, 2nd and 10 at their own 27-yard line. Carr and shotgun, Jacobs to his left. Maybe you hand it off here. You fake the handoff, dump it off to Jacobs. Good tackle by Chad Muma, the rookie out of, that's actually Jesse Wingard. Looked like Muma for a second, but only a pickup of 3 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 7 here for the Raiders. This is a big-time play. Yeah. So, and I think the Vikings will pretty much walk away with that. So it'd probably actually be better for the 49ers if the Vikings win because the Commanders, in terms of record, are right there with the 49ers. All right. 3rd and 7. Play clock winding down. Got to get it off. Snap is away. Jaguars bringing pressure. Carr dumps it off to Amir Abdullah, but it's going to be incomplete. So that's going to make it 4th down and 7 for the Raiders. And they're going to punt it away. There's 6.5 minutes left in the game. So they do have time to come back. If they need to get a stop, of course. They need to stop the Jaguar offense or at least hold them to 3 on the next drive. And they brought a huge blitz right there to the Jaguars. They brought about 6 or 7 guys overall. Made Carr have to make a quick decision, tried to dump it off to Amir Abdullah. Could not get an accurate pass to him. So the Raiders going to punt it away. The punt is off. There's a streaker guy on the field. There's a streaker on the field in the middle of the play. There is a streaker on the field. He just has shorts on. He's running around, so this play is not going to count. We have a streaker on the field, folks. You could see because the camera was panning over. It was during the punt play, and you had some guy running right across the field. Unbelievable turn of events here, folks. A streaker just on the field. Some guy running through, and maybe he'll get tackled, hopefully, by a player. Hopefully, maybe Max Crosby will tackle him or something. We're at 29 likes, guys. Let's see if we can get to 30. See if we can get to Roger Craig likes, 33 likes. And see if we can get to 835 subscribers. For the streaker, there was a streaker on the field. Yeah, Reggae. There was a streaker on the field. There was 3 security guys on the field, too, looking to chase him down. And I hope some player really took him out. That would just be hilarious. Wow. We got a streaker on the field. Packers now. Penalty on the Packers. It's now 2nd and 20 for the Packers at the Detroit 31. There's about just 8 minutes left in that game. Come on, Detroit, hang on. Dolphins, 4th and 1 at the Chicago 14. They're up by 3. You kick the field goal, you're up by 6. And they went for it and didn't get it. So the Bears are going to get the football back. So we're going to punt again. And now there's a flag on the play. So we're going to be doing this punt for the 3rd time. The first time we had a streaker on the field. Second time, now we have a false start. It's going to be on Mac Hollins, the wide receiver, who's playing that gunner role. We have a streaker, now we have a cha-cha. It's the cha-cha, in the words of the great Tom Grossi. It's the cha-cha. Unbelievable. Can we just get this punt off already? Christ almighty. The punt is away. At last. That's a good punt. Fielded at the 15-yard line. Going to be run out of bounds. So that is a great punt. You really flipped the field position there. Unbelievable. There's defensive pass interference on the Lions. So that gives them, it was 2nd and 20. Now it's 1st and 10 for the Packers at the 14-yard line. Come on, Lions. Let's go. There's 8 minutes left in that game. When we look at the other games, we have Commanders 17, Vikings 10. 2nd and 11 for the Commanders at their own 30-yard line. About 9 minutes left. And Taylor Heineke is intercepted by Harrison Smith. He takes it down to the Washington 12-yard line. Taylor Heineke intercepted by Harrison Smith. So the Vikings in prime position down to the Washington 12. They can tie the game up here. 1st and 10 Jaguars at their own 18-yard line. Lawrence in shotgun, hands it to Etienne up the middle. Etienne breaking tackles up to about the 33-yard line. It's coming in hot and heavy here, folks. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. Jeff Wilson Jr., by the way, does have the former Niner. We just traded him at the deadline. Does have a rushing touchdown for Miami today. And now the Vikings, 2nd and 10 now at the Washington 12. Green Bay, 3rd and 3 at the Detroit 7. And the Bills just had to punt it to the Jets. There's 8 minutes left in that one. I wonder what game they're going to switch to for this one. So once this game is over, because this game is ahead of it. All righty, Brian. I'm just getting excited, man. So we have 2nd down and 10 right now. Good tackle here by Jonathan Abram. So the Jaguars now, they have the ball. Not looking good so far on that play. That was really well read by the Raider defenders. They have 2nd down and 9. They're going to give him a yard on that one at their own 35. Dumps it off to Jermichael Hasty. Makes a guy miss. Gets up to about the 40-yard line. So that's going to make it 3rd down and about 5 for the Jaguars at their own 40-yard line. It's coming in hot and heavy. Hot and heavy, folks. We have 28 people in here. Jaguars, this is a huge 3rd down. This is massive for the Jaguars because if the Jaguars can pick up the 1st down, they can essentially run it down. They can essentially run it down to about the 2-minute or near the 2-minute warning. Lawrence in shotgun. Hasty to his left. 3 receivers up top, 1 down low. Play clock winding down. They might have to call timeout. Ooh, they did not get it off. Are they going to say timeout? There was a timeout, Jacksonville. They did call timeout on the field. So this is a pivotal moment here, and I don't think Doug Peterson wanted to basically take any risks here with the delay of game. So it's going to be 3rd and 4. Vikings tied it up. Wow. I mean, that's good for the 49ers, and the Green Bay Packers had to settle for 3, so it's 15-9, 6.5 minutes left in that game. Possibly the Vikings win. possibly the Vikings win, but that's tied up right there. So it's just a 30-second timeout here. So it's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Jaguars at their 40-yard line. The Raiders need a stop in the worst way. Lawrence in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers up top. Snap is away. Looking to throw. Raiders bringing pressure. Lawrence throws it wide open. Christian Kirk, and that's a first down. Wait, how did Green Bay get the ball back? Oh, they didn't. You're saying if they do. Christian Kirk, first down. Jaguars up to about midfield. That's a big-time catch for the big free agent coming over from Arizona. A lot of people questioned that move, but he's having a good year, actually. After, right now on the year, including today, he has about almost 600 yards and 5 touchdown receptions. The Jaguars 1st and 10 at midfield, 4 minutes left in the game. They hand it off to Etienne up the middle. Etienne making guys miss, and he gets up to the 35-yard line of the Raiders, maybe up to the 30-yard line of the Raiders. So Etienne making guys miss. That's a nice run right there by Travis Etienne. First down Jaguars. They're in scoring position. So now if you're the Raiders, a couple of things. You obviously now have to hold the Jaguars to 3 points. 1st and 10 Jags. Unbelievable. Detroit, you're so bad. Jaguars behind center at the Raiders 32. They hand it off to Etienne up the middle. He's going to bounce out to the right. Max Crosby can't make the tackle. Etienne getting nice yards here. Gets about 4 or 5 yards. Could have been stopped for even a loss, but ends up getting about 4 or 5 yards on the play. Travis Etienne. Bounced it out to the right. Nice. And then Crosby couldn't wrap him up. And then some blockers. Dan Arnold comes to help him out. 30 people in here, guys. If you can, consider subscribing to the channel. Like the stream. It really helps out for engagement. On the day, Travis Etienne, 96 rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. So if you have Travis Etienne in your fantasy, he's done a very good job for you today. Raiders call a timeout now, so Raiders don't want to let any more time go to waste. Oh, Chargers-Falcons is getting interesting. Chargers-Falcons tied up, and the Chargers are driving. They're in field goal range, less than 2 minutes. In this game, we have 3 minutes and 18 seconds left. 2nd and 5 for the Jaguars. They're in field goal range. They're at the Raiders' 26-yard line. Lawrence behind center. Hands it off to Etienne. Etienne gets about 4 yards there. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 right now. And then this is big right here. Just like that earlier 3rd down, because the time, and the Raiders are going to use their other timeout. I don't know about, I mean, I guess you don't want to lose. You can't get that time back. So, but this is a big 3rd down and 1 right here for the Raiders and for the Jaguars too. Because if the Jaguars get it, then the Raiders, if they want to stop the clock again, I mean, it's going to basically almost kill the game. I mean, you have the 2-minute warning as well, but yikes. What do the Jaguars do here? A couple of times in this game, on 3rd and 4th and shorts, they've pitched it out wide to Etienne. Maybe do they fake that? Or maybe does Trevor Lawrence just do a quarterback sneak? I think they're going to do a quarterback sneak here. If I'm the Raiders, I'm getting up to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be man coverage for the Raiders. They do hand it off up the middle, and he's not going to get it. He's not going to get it. And the Raiders are going to call a timeout. If I were the Raiders, I would just not call a timeout because it's going to be 2:28 left. You have the timeout. You have the 2-minute warning. So if I were the Raiders, I wouldn't have called a timeout. But that's just me. That is just me. Is that you, John Wayne? Is this me? So the Chargers, while we're in this, and this is a big attempt here. This is going to be a big field goal attempt here because the Jaguars, Giovanni, you got that right. You're damn right. You're damn right about that, Giovanni. So it's 4th and 1, and the Jaguar offense is staying out there. Now maybe do the Jaguars try and draw the Raiders offside? And then if they don't, they'll just call a timeout themselves. But the Jaguars basically trying to end the game here. Because the Raiders, this is a gutsy call. Gutsy call here. You got to be disciplined if you're the Raiders. You got to be disciplined. Man in motion. Ooh. Raiders almost went. Yeah, they're going to call timeout. And the Jaguars just tried to get him to go offside, and they almost did. But the Jaguars now, so there's a timeout. The Jaguars are going to kick the field goal momentarily. Going over to the other games very quickly. Chargers 17-17 with the Falcons. There's just over 40 seconds left. It's 3rd and 4 for the Chargers at the Falcons 22. So they're going to run a play. They can kick the field goal, and that'll basically be game. We're going to beat the Chargers. Yep. Clam Sniffer, you're going for the Raiders, right? Right? I think you're going for the Raiders, if I remember. So here we go. 41-yard attempt for Patterson. Snap is away. Kick is up, and it's no good! It doinked off the right upright. He missed it. So the Raiders are going to have good field position. And it's only a 4-point game. But either way, if you're the Raiders, you still have to score a touchdown. A field goal does nothing for you. But the kicker off the right upright, and he doinked it. He doinked it off the right upright. And Cleveland Farrell, the former first-round pick, another Clemson guy, actually. And he missed it. He missed it. Unbelievable. 32 people in here, guys. I hope you're enjoying the stream. We're up to 831 subscribers. Thank you for the recent subscription. Join me right after this. We're going to be going live. It's going to be the You Bleed Silver and Black. There you go. Your Raiders have a shot now. Right after this game, we're going to be going live for the Seahawks Cardinals. And the Panthers now, it's 42-21. There's only a minute, like 90 seconds left. Oh, my God. Unbelievable. The Chargers on 3rd and 4 fumbled the ball. And it looks like it's recovered. Wait, what happened? Do the Chargers still have the ball? Oh, was it? Oh, my God. I don't even know what's going on right there. 2 minutes left. There's so many games. I'm just going to focus on this one because holy moly. There's a lot going on in other games right now. Derek Carr at the 31-yard line passes it to Hunter Renfrow, gets about 8 yards on first down. There is under 3 minutes to go. I mean, CarCast, in fairness, Davante Adams has already kind of gone off today. He has like 130 yards and so Carr and shotgun. Jacobs to his left. 2nd and 2. 2 minutes and 40 to go. Carr throwing it deep. Almost intercepted. Looking for Davante. Rip Philadelphia City. Packers 3rd down stop. Packers are going to get the ball. Wow. I'm trying to. And the Jets are in. This is crazy. I'm just going to try and focus on this game because there's so much happening in other games that I just can't even keep up with it all. So 3rd and 2. Raiders need to pick up a first down. In shotgun. Jacobs to his left. Adams, Renfrow, and Matt Collins up top. Davante Adams going to motion down low. So it's going to reveal man coverage. Snap is away. Derek Carr looking for Adams and nowhere close. And obviously at this point you have to go for it on 4th down. Now, this is for the game, folks. This is for the game. Raiders down 4, 2.5 minutes left. They have no more timeouts. It's 4th and 2. What do the Raiders call here? Need Adams for... I know you need Adams for fantasy and need him to... Oh, that's why. Okay. 4th and 2 at their own 39. This is the game for the Raiders, basically. Snap is away. Carr throws it. Incomplete! Looking for Hunter Renfrow. Gonna turn the ball over, and the Jaguars are gonna get the ball back. Because I'm trying to think, mathematically, the Raiders still kind of have a bit of a chance here. Not much of one. Vikings drive. Yeah, I mean, it's just there's so much happening that I really can't keep up with it all. $36 people in here, guys. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Joe Johnson says they'll blow it. They can't cover it, especially since Yep. I mean, the Raiders had a number of chances in this game. It's now Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the Raider 39. Lawrence behind center. Hands it off to Etienne. He gets about 2 yards, maybe 3. Now, if you're obviously you can't stop the clock anymore. So if you're the Raiders, look, obviously we all know that the Jaguars can win the game if they pick up 1 first down. It's the 2-minute warning now. So if we look at it, they're basically gonna run the entire clock. Told you he's never be able to do anything. Please get rid of Carr and bench him. He sucks. He's definitely choked there. Not good passes right there. Green Bay have 3rd and 5 at their own 48. There's 1:32 left. Green Bay actually have all 3 timeouts. So Jets are inside. They're at 2nd and goal at the Buffalo. Less than 2 minutes left. Unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, Derek Carr's definitely been struggling, folks. In the second half, the Raiders have been shut out in the second half against a pretty average to poor defense of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Ackland. Can't blame Carr for horrible coaching. I mean, but also, look, you got to make the throws too. He made some nice ones early, but the second half, he's done nothing. The Raiders don't have a chance, my friend. They don't have a chance. They'll draft it. Yep. Rich Harp that says, let's finish this game, Jacksonville. So Jacksonville, when you think about the 2 plays that they can run, because it's going to be 2nd down, 3rd down, the time they can take off, you're probably just going to run it both times, plus the actual time that each play will take. You're probably looking at about 1:30 coming off the clock. So there's probably going to be about 30 seconds, and this is assuming that the Raiders can stop them the next 2 plays. There'll be about 30 seconds left. Jaguars, I mean, we'll have to see what happens. Putnam County. Damn, Green Bay's moving the ball. They're up to the Detroit 46. Detroit just can't give up a touchdown. Come on, Detroit. Ford Field, get loud. Oof, it's some really crazy. There's a lot of close games happening right now. Chargers won. So that helps out the 49ers. Yep, the Chargers did win. So now we're back here. Jacksonville and Vegas. Jacksonville have the ball. It's going to be 2nd and 7 or so. Raiders got to basically stop them twice. Cannot give up the first down, of course. It's 2nd and 8. And then they'll probably have about 30 seconds left after. They hand it off to Etienne, who's going to only get about 1 yard on 2nd down. So the clock is winding down. So when you factor in letting the clock wind down, when you factor in how much time is going to come off the clock for each play, And then maybe they'll just punt it and try and pin him back. I don't know. And then the clock, and I think Doug Peterson's, he'll be calling timeout when there's like a second left. So, yep. Oh, it helped Santa Clara. And Justin Fields. So the Dolphins are going to beat the Bears too. So that also helps out the 49ers. Because the Bears are only a game. We're only a game behind the 49ers in the NFC. But we're back here. And a timeout is called. So there's a minute 15 left. So when you factor in the play itself is probably going to take about 5 seconds, plus the 40 seconds that's going to run off the clock. That's going to leave about 30 seconds. And then if they punt it, that'll take another 5 seconds. So you're probably looking at about, if the Raiders get a stop here, they'll have about 25 seconds to get into field goal range. Yikes. Or no, actually, no, field goal does nothing. Sorry, what am I talking about? Field goal does nothing. You got to get a touchdown. Yeah, this game is yikes. Unless they get some crazy play, maybe they'll just throw it deep, try and get a pass interference call or something. But yeah, because the field goal, I completely forgot. A field goal does nothing for the Raiders. So yeah, it looks like, barring a miracle, the Jaguars are going to come away with a big win here. Trevor Lawrence behind center, single back. They are going to hand it off. He's going to cut up left. And Etienne! Did he get the first down? They're going to call him short. Etienne probably could have got it. He dove for it. And there is a flag on the play too. But I think if they're calling him short, then you probably actually decline the penalty because that's just going to take off more time. If I'm Josh McDaniels, I probably decline it, right? Yeah, flag on the offense, but you're going to decline it because that play was 7 seconds. And if they're saying, yeah, the penalty is declined, and that's smart actually, because it's going to be 4th and 1, and 7 seconds just came off the clock, and you stopped the clock with that actually, so that's big time. Yeah, that's what I thought they would do. That is exactly what I thought they would do. It's smart by Josh McDaniels because it stops the clock and it also takes up a down. So now, what are the Jags going to do? Last time they ended up kicking the field goal. They're going to kick a field goal here. Ooh. If I'm the Jags, it's 4th and 1. We're 2 and 6. I'm going for it. Put some confidence in Trevor Lawrence. Get some confidence in Trevor Lawrence. Go for it, I say. Who am I, right? Who am I? The field goal attempt kick is up, and it's going to be good. Jeepers, it was going right, though. So that's 27-20. There's a minute 3 left. There's time. We've seen this happen. Maybe not with Derek Carr, but... Oh, man. So Green Bay is at the Detroit 17-yard line. There's 55 seconds left, but Green Bay has 3 timeouts. Come on, Detroit. Detroit, you cannot screw this up. Dolphins won. Chargers won. So the AFC teams are definitely winning. So I will be doing the Seahawks Cardinals, and that game's going to be kicking off momentarily. So I'll just be hopping straight over to that. Fire Patrick Graham. Patrick Graham is he's the Raiders D coordinator, I think. What's the score in the Bills? Wow. Unbelievable. Rodgers was looking for. Oh my God, there's a lot happening right now, and I'm gonna skip right. Once this is over, I'm going to skip right over to the to my stream, and I'm going to post the link. Yep. I'm going to post the link here for the other game in the chat. Oh, did Green Bay? Don't tell me Green Bay scored, did they? So 1st and 10 Raiders at their own 25. They got to go 75 yards. They got 63 seconds. Snap is away. Carr throwing it deep. Almost intercepted by 2 different Jaguar defenders. Unbelievable. After this game, as soon as this game is over, I just posted the link. That's going to be, I'm going to go straight live to the, that was, I think it was Zan's actually. Zan's Beats. I think he called 27-20. So that was a good call. But I'll be going live straight after this, hopping over to the other stream. 4th and 10 for the Packers at the Detroit 17. Raiders looking to throw is Derek Carr. Dropped by Devontae Adams. He would have had it almost at midfield, and they've already given up about 13 seconds, and they've gotten nowhere. Thank you for the entertainment. Jets beat the Bills. Wow, there's just so much stuff happening right now. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow, this is a lot. This is a lot right now. There's a lot going on right now. So, 3rd and 10 Raiders. Yeah, Raiders. Looking to stay in the game. We got 34 people in here. Like and subscribe. Carr and shotgun looking to throw. He's going to get sacked. He gets sacked by Josh Allen and Dwayne Smoot. Josh Allen and Dwayne Smoot get in there. Clock is winding down. It's going to be 4th and long. There's about 30 seconds left. They need the first down. I don't know what they're going to... There's less than 30 seconds. 4th and 17. What's going to happen here? Snap is away. Carr is going to dump it out to the running back. The running back is going to go over the other side of the field, and Foster Moreau catches it, and they're all playing hop-up ball, and it's picked off, and the Jaguars have it. Game, set, and match. Unbelievable. They were trying to do a Cal Bears against Stanford. The band is on the field. And it's over. The Jacksonville Jaguars got the ball back. Game over. And it's a big win for the Jaguars. I'm going to post the link one more time, guys, because I'm going to hop right in to the other game. Joe Johnson, you were totally right. They screwed it up big time. But I'm going to end this stream, guys. I'm going to hop right over. I'm going to change the channel on the TV. We're going to start watching Seattle.